All right, quick audio test. Let's go ahead. I wonder if I'm gonna get fucked by playing Baroness. Let's try it. Let's try it, guys. Standing inside me. Sorry, just doing the audio test. We almost made it. We almost made it the whole way, and then it gave me a hit. Hold up, let me show it. We almost made it the whole way, and then right in the end, it gave me a warning. That's great. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I guess we're a little fucked by Baroness, but that's enough of that for now. Let's go ahead and switch over to the main show. I would love to listen to like actually good metal music, but fuck it. I guess now we have to watch DSP. So what's up, everybody? We're starting the stream. We're gonna be watching some DarkSydePhil. Oh god, something I despise, but I have a few improvements I made to the stream, believe it or not. Last time we watched DSP, it wasn't the best. You know, his gameplay was what's a good way to put it?
It was cock.
There we go. It was cock. So I invested in a stream deck. That's actually how we got these smoother transitions. As a matter of fact, I can transition over to Capcom Cringe right here, and look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at this shit. Now you can see me. It's because I have a webcam set up, and yeah. So I had this old GoPro that I had kind of just sitting around. I didn't really have anything to use it for. I used to use it for videos, but now it's kind of like sitting around, not being used for much. So I kind of set it up as a webcam You might have seen it. It came with like a GoPro splash screen when I switched to it, but uh, yeah, I'm kind of excited. I still got to color grade it. It looks a little on the warmer side. I would typically want it to look more like white, but you know, it's gonna be whatever. If it looks a little highly saturated and crap, that's because I literally just figured out how to set it up, which like just 30 minutes ago, I finally got it working. I was like, oh, I might not have a webcam for the stream, but yeah, we got it. We got a webcam now. I'll probably work on like the positioning of it. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the preview of my webcam to make sure it looks great. Otherwise, I would be looking at the camera. But you know, I just making sure it looks nice. You know, it'll probably look better. I'll get the positioning down. It's actually sitting right on my bed. So yeah, that's that's nice and eventful. Let's go ahead and switch to DSP though. We're gonna be watching him play Devil May Cry 5, and I already gave myself a quick preview of this. Let me go ahead and disable the preview window so we're not losing any frames. Yeah, I gave this a quick preview, and DSP, he well, naturally he's playing the game on Devil Hunter, which is fine. That's typically what happens on your first playthrough. The problem is with DSP, he can't simply accept the fact that this is his first playthrough of the game. I already took a good glance at it, and he repeatedly blames the game's graphics for why he plays badly. I'm not sure what kind of excuse that is, but it's an excuse, all right. So I don't know. But I figured since we were in the mood, since we were already talking about DMC, I actually got some pizza. I actually I actually bought some pizza to eat on stream. In the spirit of Dante. Fun fact about me, just like Dante, I am very rabid about pizza, as a matter of fact. So I don't know. I'm hoping I enjoy this. I got myself some alcohol as well. I've taken a fancy to this Jack Daniel's watermelon cocktail. It tastes kind of like a Jolly Rancher. You know, of course you can still taste the whiskey in it, but you know, it's whatever. I highly recommend you have some alcohol for this stream because it's not gonna be a pretty one. Usually when I watch DSP, I end up hating myself. So alcohol highly recommended. But you know, let's get right into it, right? I believe we are gonna skip the I almost forgot to shout him out. Yeah, we're actually watching. I think my webcam might be in the way. I'm gonna move that real quick. So we're actually watching the Outsiders video, as a matter of fact. Once again, just like we did with the Resident Evil 1 stream, we're watching some Outsider. Just because I didn't want to pull up the full DSP playthrough because it would be like really fucking long to do that. So yeah, that's kind of what we're sticking with right now. God, I'm already burping that shit up. Let's go ahead and set that there. Set that back right there. Maybe leave the Chun-Li in frame. That was kind of what I intended. Yeah. I got to figure out this webcam a little more. I was hoping to square it off into like a 4:3 aspect ratio, so you see less of the mic and like a little. If I were to take out this, you see these boxes, and don't mind those boxes. Hopefully there's not any incriminating information on there. Hopefully I didn't dox myself by doing that. But yeah, it's I still got to move all those boxes, but I'm still kind of cleaning up my whole area. Looking pretty nice so far. But yeah, it's let's get right into it. Let's not dabble. We're already 8 minutes in on the stream, so let's get right into it. We're gonna skip the intro because they actually use a Metallica song in the very beginning. Let's go ahead and get it started, guys. Divine X Rose.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Hopefully you guys can hear that all right.
Through a game that is a franchise that's kind of been on the shelf for a while.
Oh, hold on. Did I turn off the preview? I really don't want to fuck with my frames. Okay, back to that. Okay, fuck this. Come on. Come on, Phil. Play
without further ado,
the video game, Phil.
Let's get started with Devil May Cry 5.
I think 720p is the max resolution, right? Yeah. Good God, I'm gonna need this, guys. I'm gonna fucking need this.
I'm not a clown, and I'm not an actor. I pressed the any button.
Very funny.
Watch a movie that explains the history of the Devil May Cry series. Do we want to do that? Nah, let's just fucking play. Fuck it. Let's just play. I'm not gonna understand.
Apparently, Phil has played the other DMC games, which I found a little interesting. So yeah, I believe he's played DMC3. He's played DMC4. Now he's playing DMC5. So he should have a general idea of the story, but knowing DarkSydePhil, he probably doesn't.
Anyway, I'm not. May 16th, 8:06 p.m. Prologue. There once was a demon who saved the human world from destruction. That demon became a legend, but with time, his name faded into the annals of history. Now the world faces a new threat. Will the outcome of this battle be determined by a man, by a demon, or perhaps by a clown named Bozo with a honky nose? You go honk honk. Dante, that's Dante. What the fuck? Turn subtitles on. Oh shit.
Does he think the tree is Dante? What?
Another stupid game that's not on. But
I swear I've seen a bit of this. Did he think the tree was Dante?
The fall. Okay. Or was it a D for Dismal? Then it went to a C.
Yes, that's how the game works, Phil.
The graphics are pretty detailed.
Oh, he says that now, but believe me, guys, believe me, the graphics being detailed is gonna be a huge problem later.
V, can I trust you?
Oh, I just realized my oh fuck! I just realized my fair use handler is blocking the webcam. I don't think you guys see that. Well, I think Outsider punched in on it. Sorry, guys, I just noticed on the preview window. It's a good thing I got my phone right there, so I can actually see that kind of shit. Yeah, let's put the fair use handler over here. My bad, everybody.
I'm bagging this bitch.
Bagging this bitch.
Revving the sword.
Again, he played TMC4, so it shouldn't be a mystery that he's revving the sword, but apparently it is. I'm not entirely sure what that's about. Let me go ahead and listen to myself on the thing again. Gonna talk a decent distance from the mic.
Ow. Whoa. What happened? I couldn't
Hopefully the audio levels are alright.
move. What happened? Damn, you got fucked up. You got wrecked. Poor Dante.
Okay, you can hear me just fine when I talk away from the mic.
He's got a sign stick in his hand. Devil trigger. Then you knows nobody for 7-month subscription says, pull my devil trigger.
We got some epic chair squeaks from me. Okay, come on. Let's see him play. Let's see this fucker play.
Wait, which way did I come from again?
The next objective. If you're lost your way, press and hold L3 to orient the camera. Okay.
So, just like minor spoiler, just like we covered in the RE1 stream, Phil has a tendency to read things, and then for some reason they don't process it in his brain. So, he will read that. He will literally read that, and then he will forget what he read. And you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it in just a second. My headphones keep falling off for some reason.
Can't go indoors now.
Just give it a second.
It's not doing anything.
I'm pressing
The
L3.
next objective. If you're lost your way, press and hold L3 to orient the camera. Okay. Here we go. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
More Reapers.
I kind of wish Outsider showed a little more of the early combat, because I would like to see DSP like just mash Y and kind of like fuck up somehow just by doing that. We'll see. I assume there's some reason maybe he cut him out. Maybe DSP was playing decent this time, but based on what I saw earlier while I was glancing at it, he does start playing bad. He does start playing bad eventually.
I can't tell when I'm close enough to hit the enemies. I'm whiffing
What do you
a lot.
fucking mean? It's a 3D game!
Tell. Try.
You can't tell when you're closer to the end. Look, Phil. There's a mechanic, right? You know, I'm gonna boot up DMC5 just to fucking show my point, because like it's. Let's see if we can get DMC5 booted up. Actually, I'm gonna continue the video, but oh god, I'm gonna boot up DMC5 just to show what the fuck I'm talking about, because it's. I probably should have had this booted up to begin with, just so I can flick back to it and we can actually like see what he's doing wrong. I think that would make this stream a lot more meaningful. Let me turn on my controller. I almost got DMC5 started up. Okay, we're gonna switch the stream to that's right, my stream deck. Stream deck. Cool. Got reshade turned off. I don't want to put too much like processing load on my graphics card while I'm doing this basic stream. Wow, I got 3 golden orbs. Cool. That's nice. Look, DSP, here's what you do, DSP. All right, I'm gonna be your personal tutor. All right, I'm gonna show you this shit because it's not hard. It's not fucking hard. The game tells you this. So, I got pizza on my hands and I'm touching the Xbox controller. So, you want to know what you do with an enemy in the air, DSP? You want to know exactly what you fucking do? Gonna turn the music down just so it's not like too fucking annoying. You press B. It's this cool thing where you can catch an enemy in the air and you can press the B button, and then that way it doesn't matter how far away they are from you. You just press B while you're in the air or even on the ground, and the enemy is always close to you. And then you take the guesswork out. There's no guessing game. And then when you finish the game, you get this arm, which is kind of cooler. But you know, generally you're gonna have this. This doesn't have as long reach. It's not quite like this one, but like it's not hard, man. It's not fucking hard. All right, let's. Flick back to the video. Good fucking god.
Try pressing L2 the moment after your sword hits an enemy. Oh, okay.
Why is he doing this?
Whoa, why did the camera rotate?
He's just letting them hit him.
Can't get to it. What the fuck? Yeah, I can't. I'm right next to him, but it's not hitting him.
Yeah, you gotta stun him and you gotta bring him to you, homie. I don't know what else you want to say. What else to say? It's a 3D game. Like it's they give you a mechanic to bring the enemies closer so you can fucking hit them. It's kind of your fault if you don't use it, you know. They even tell you in that first cutscene where Nero wrangles up all the fucking bug guys. I forget what their name is. But when Nero wrangles up all the bug guys and he's riding on one, he's got the little whip that extends out of his arm. That's not shown to you for no fucking reason. That's showing you that's a mechanic of the game that you can use. And it's a very easy thing to do. You just press the B button. So I don't know, man.
Look, right near him, whiff. Like, damn it. Ow. Not too early.
Okay, so this is supposed to be someone who's good at fighting games, right? For those who don't get the DSP lore, or for those who don't understand this part of DSP lore, Phil is technically a professional Street Fighter player. Now, is he good enough to warrant that title? Not necessarily. He's kind of not, but you know, he is technically a professional Street Fighter player. He plays fighting games on his downtime. It's what he loves the most. It's fighting games are some of the few games he'll even tolerate playing. So by this logic, you'd think Phil would know better than to see this big slam coming from the right hand of Goliath. You'd think he would know to roll to his right, right? No, he rolls left, which is it's an interesting choice. Again, for if you're new to action games, or even if you're not new to action games, but like you don't play any fighting games, it would make sense for you to make this little fuck up, right? You know, but this is the guy who's played Tekken. This is the guy who's played Street Fighter. This is the guy who's played previous DMC games. If Tekken and Street Fighter don't matter, this guy has played DMC 3 and 4. And for some reason, he still hasn't figured out that, yeah, the direction that you're being swung at does matter. Oh, what's up, Kazama? I don't know.
Ow. Not too early. I don't think you can dodge in the air, can you?
He's just kind of taking the beating and sacrificing his arm, which is just I don't know why he's doing that, man.
Oh, I tried to dodge, didn't work. There we go.
He finally learned it, guys. Only took him getting hit like 5 times and sacrificing an entire arm from like the big noticeable swinging animation from Goliath. It only took him that long. He's finally figuring it out. I'm proud of you, DSP.
Whoa! Dude, he did massive damage. I didn't even know what was going on.
So this move, as you can imagine, if you fought Goliath before, it's very heavily telegraphed. You can't make the excuse this is his first time playing this boss. You know, that's fair enough. You know, I'm not really gonna down him that much for it. I would argue the animation is very noticeable, and it's kind of very much implied before it happens what's gonna happen next. But you know, it's his first time.
No, I give up. It sucks, and I really didn't need to do this. That sucks. I had no idea what was going. I don't know if I want to waste an item. Should I waste an item or just do the whole fight over? And I'm going to try again because, honestly, he's not tough. Like, he's not tough. I just didn't know he was going to attack there. I had no idea. That's it. Game over. Right, I seemed like I was doing fine, then all of a sudden he just did this weird attack that I didn't know it was an attack. And
Weird attack?
it took all my life. I'm like, I don't want to waste a revive item. Thank you to Road Rash 13 who subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Road Rash. The touchpad air dodges?
Let's get airborne.
What the hell?
Weird attack, guys.
Why didn't they explain that?
That's not an air dodge.
Yeah, why didn't...
Riding high.
Let's get airborne.
Let's get airborne.
Why didn't they explain that? They never explained it.
I guess technically it's more like a triple jump. You know, that taunt does effectively act like a jump as far as I'm concerned. But Bro is better off using the gold orb. Yeah, it's like they gave you so many. Again, in fairness to him, it's his first time playing, so maybe he thought the gold orbs were a little more scarce. That was kind of the reason I didn't really say much about it. But yeah, ideally, you know, even on your first playthrough, it makes a lot more sense to use the gold orb because you get them so often, right? Like, homies online will just give you a like just for existing. You know, it's pretty sick that people do that. So you just get gold orbs for free just by playing the game. I don't know. It's like,
I don't know why they didn't explain.
they didn't explain it because it's a taunt DSP. Like it's not this critical game. I guess unless you're doing like high level gameplay and like you need like a fourth jump, yeah, the taunt works for that if you're playing Nero. But like in terms of like beginner gameplay, it's just a taunt. And I mean, you can also taunt on the ground DSP. Just saying, like ta- taunting is not a mechanic that needs any explanation beyond like you can press it, you do something cool, and your rank goes up. I don't know. There's like littler mechanics like Dante's Bloody Palace taunt where he does more damage the more DT trigger. He has, I believe, there's also V's where the cane does damage if you use V's Bloody Palace taunt. I forget what Nero's does necessarily, but yeah, I mean, taunts are not like the most integral thing. If you can do like basic execution skills, you're better off doing that. Taunts are just something you sprinkle in.
Yeah, you can't dodge in the air.
I don't know if he's bought any skills yet or what skills he's bought. Enemy step is usually very useful for this Goliath boss fight, from what I found. Because you know, when you see his arm swinging at you, that's the perfect opportunity to just step up and just hang out above him. He can't really hit you from up there, unless you stay above him for too long. Then maybe, if I recall correctly, he kind of swings upwards. But still, even by that point, you can just fall to the ground, and now you're at his feet. So I don't know. I mean, Goliath isn't like Cerberus gatekeeping ass. Yeah, his attacks are really yeah, exactly. Especially when DSP called that move like a weird move. Like I get he wasn't expecting the explosion, but it's kind of obvious that Goliath is doing something when like you see the red particle effect surrounding him, right? Like he I don't know. That's the kind of thing where it's like, "Oh, I might want to stand back and pay attention to what he's doing." But I don't know. Then again, it could be like a power-up animation or something. Maybe he's thinking of it like an RPG or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't use my hand now.
Goliath really is not that
Apparently
hard.
I don't have a hand anymore.
I'm gonna need another drink.
Yeah, I can't dodge in the air at all. There's no air dodge. Maybe you can unlock one later.
There's no air dodge.
You're great. Yeah, get up all you want.
I tried to dodge there. I tried to dodge there.
I can tell this move's gonna piss him off already.
I can't get out.
So most of you probably know, but yeah, if you get sucked in by Goliath like that, typically you would use, if you have Devil Trigger, you would use that, or you would sacrifice an arm. DSP used up all of his arms because for some reason, instead of dodging, he would rather just let the enemy hit them in the arm. I'm not sure what's up about that, but yeah, that's the reason he can't escape.
I didn't have my hand, so I couldn't get out. Here we go. Good, I got one.
How about we wrap this?
Oh my god, I'm gonna die again. Jesus Christ. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Oh, he's walking into it. There we go. The game gave him a little tooltip. His camera kind of hit it, but yeah. Oh, I just realized my webcam's blocking his now. What the hell? Why did he move it? What? What? He I why did he move his webcam? Why does he got to do that?
He did it again, dude. He fucking did it again. This is fucking annoying. I want to do free-flowing combos. Oh, I'm gonna do an area of effect. Fuck this. Oh, waste. Fucking waste.
Okay, so he's witnessed the boss blow up once, right? And then he waits for it to come. Instead of backing away and using a ranged attack, because he has a gun, Nero has a revolver, as opposed to using ranged attacks or any semblance of a strategy, he sees the boss blow up a second time, and he doesn't recognize that it's partially his fault that he got hit by it. It's kind of like fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You know, except for Phil, it's never shame on me. You know, it's I don't know, man. You saw it happen once. I was willing to give you that one, but then it happened again, and I'm kind of like, you only got yourself to blame, buddy. I don't know, fucking. He's all bitching that he's trying to do a combo, and then like the animation comes up. It's a very reactable animation. Why you didn't just pull out and back up is beyond me, man.
Item. I can't even dodge. I'm trying.
You rolled forward.
You're eating garbage now? That's a weird taste.
See, it's stupid. He's a stupid area of effect attack. It just takes all my life. So dumb.
Yeah, it takes all of your life, because that's how game design works. When you make a super noticeable move that's trying to keep you from doing the same thing over and over again, it's a defensive strategy developed for the boss because they knew people were just going to fly around it and swat it. So they gave it that move, and it's heavily telegraphed. It's very obvious when Goliath is going to do it. It's to teach you, oh, sometimes it pays to fall back, or in some cases, if you have like the punchline arm or some other kind of arm, you can develop a sort of strategy for it. And it's like, okay, I'm done comboing for now. Time to use a more ranged strategy where I can just sit down, where I can sit back and bully Goliath while he's blowing up, right? But no, it's just, I don't know, man. it's just, why he keeps like charging at him and like swinging his sword at him, it's beyond me. He keeps charging at him while he's striking. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like I said it earlier. It's like he rolled forward and then he got hit. Like, what were you expecting? Like,
on the first fucking boss. What a waste. It's fucking stupid. Oh, it's a new arm.
It's a new arm.
Once again, I thought I was hitting the bat and I wasn't.
Phil, it highlights what enemy you're attacking. The game has UI elements to tell you that. This is exactly it. He's parried these guys before, so I'm like confused as to why he keeps sacrificing arms to them. It's like, and then you run into situations with Goliath, where Goliath just like sucks him in. He doesn't have any arms to use, and then he's all like, "Oh, I can't escape this."
I think he broke both my fucking hands.
Yeah, he did. You let him. That's what happens when they hit your arm, buddy. It's funny because with Goliath, he was so willing to like roll away, right? But for some reason, when he's fighting I think those are, I'm not even gonna bother remembering their names. When he fights like the butcher enemies, right? For some reason, he's not willing to roll there. I don't know. It's really weird. You don't even need to roll. You could just parry them, of course. But you know, from the perspective of someone who's never played this game before, it's like, you know, rolling is a thing. You did it in the Goliath boss fight. Why you're not trying it here is beyond me.
Yeah, he broke both my fucking hands. I've done to the last one already. What a dick. Again, I can't even tell what's going on. It's like these modern games. I hate to say it. I mean, they're pretty. And
Oh God, here it is.
everything. But when you have so many graphical things going on the screen at once, it's hard to tell what the fuck's happening. So apparently they hit me twice when I was attacking with my hand, and I had no idea. Like, I literally had no idea what was going on. So apparently I lost two of my hands during that fight.
Guys, the graphics are too realistic. I can't tell what's going on. I can't. Guys, I was too busy marveling the game's graphics. I couldn't play it.
Kanji Monsters, it's hard to focus when the graphics are trash. I've never been a graphics aficionado, I guess. I just never will have. It's nice if a game has pretty graphics, but I don't
The graphics are too good, guys. I can't play the video game.
need it, you know? Like, wow, we got all this flash and glitz and glam. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Yeah, I just started the game. I've only been playing for a couple hours.
It's insane. We get like easily the best looking DMC game, of course, but like we also get like the easiest DMC game, and for some fucking reason, it's like, oh, the graphics are too good. I can't play the game, guys. It's like, what?
I don't know what the hell's happening. Yeah, look, I'm just a one hand left. That's it. I lost all the others.
Yeah, because you let him hit your other hand.
Maybe I can get over here. No, there's an invisible wall.
That's
Oh,
not what
come
you're
on.
supposed to do.
I bought,
No.
dude, I bought the fucking move so I could use it, and they put an invisible wall in front of me. Yeah, I don't know. There's gotta be a way to get it over there, but there's a visible wall that doesn't let you go.
I like how they make it so clear. Like I can kind of get jumping at it the first time and being like, oh, I guess there's a wall there. There must be some other path, right? They make it so clear there's invisible walls around here, and then for some reason he tries to jump over there when it clearly looks like you can see the teleportation point over there, where it clearly looks like you're supposed to use the lanterns to carry yourself there. So I'm not entirely sure what on earth he's thinking.
See? There's gotta be another way to get over there, but I'm not sure how. Alright, I don't see anything here, but I could go back to that other Grim Grip point. Right there.
That skull emoji is gonna describe this entire playthrough. I'm telling you guys.
Huh?
Just skull emoji. That's gonna be his reaction this entire fucking
I can
game.
select it, but it doesn't do anything.
My God.
Huh?
Huh?
How do I do this?
Have you
It's
tried
obviously gonna
attacking
pull
it?
you up there or whatever, but how do you do it? I'm confused.
Have you tried attacking it?
This one only lets you go that way. Yeah, no matter what, it targets that one.
Is he gonna finally think to shoot it? He was pointing his gun at it.
Holy shit. How did that work?
He keeps finding ways to use up all of his arms in like the stupidest way possible. I swear to God.
Broke my Helter Skelter. I did. Shoot it? Oh.
Oh my God, he needed chat to tell him how to do that.
Well, now I get it.
It's the hack and slash game where you like slash at everything, right? And like it never occurs to him to use a weapon on it for some fucking reason. I don't know, man. It's like he seriously needs chat to tell him how to do that, because I figured that out on my first playthrough just fine. I don't know. I imagine it's the same for everyone else. I really have no fucking clue, man.
Okay. What's up, Mojo SD? Cheers. I just tuned in. Really liking the game so far. I hope you enjoy it. I'm liking it, but as someone who hasn't, like, hardcore played Devil May Cry or anything, a little bit of frustration, I'd say, with the camera a little bit. And, the first boss, fucking, I couldn't beat him without reviving, which is stupid. Like, I definitely should have been able to, but I'm just no good at this.
Yeah, Phil, you should have been able to. As a matter of fact, I think anyone with a fully functioning brain should be able to. But you know, that's a requirement, and I understand it's kind of a hard one for you.
Some demon tree roots contain clots of blood. Destroy the clots to get red orbs. Destroying the clots sometimes opens up new paths or triggers something else.
Great. Now the roots are in.
Again, I'm not trying to bully him because like, oh, he's bad at the video game, right? It kind of goes a little deeper than that. This is somebody who like, DMC is not a fighting game, but it's very similar to fighting games, and this is like super pro, like super Street Fighter 2 2005 Evo champion right here, right? So like simple fundamental like video game logic that is shared between this game and fighting games, it doesn't register to him. So he really has less of an excuse to be failing like this as opposed to like someone who's playing this for the first time. Like I said earlier, if you're new to action games or just like new to video games, or even if you've just never played DMC5, maybe like you've played like GTA or COD or something like that, just any one of those people would have infinitely more reason to be sucking at this game. But Phil really doesn't. Like he really should know better. It's not a fighting game, but it is so similar to a fighting game that you think he would pick up on it, and he'd be all like, oh, okay, I should use some of my fighting game techniques that I've crafted for like the last 15 years to help me through this game. I don't know. I know his chat was screaming at the screen. Yeah, exactly. No, Phil's chat is always screaming, and it's so funny that he's like so dependent on it, right? Because any normal person playing this game for the first time, they don't need a live stream chat to tell them how to play DMC. It's I don't know. Same thing I said with RE1. They make these games so that you don't need a live stream chat to play them. So why he needs one is beyond me.
Ah. I received an anonymous $50 tip. Someone says, sorry to hear the contributions are slow today. Let me change that. Thank you very much, the anonymous tipper. That is appreciated.
His live stream chat is basically like his version of the 𝐂𝐏𝐂𝐏 conversations, where it's like he calls upon him and they just tell him the answer to like the puzzle, right? Except, funnily enough, then he'll play MGS and he ignores all the codecs, and then chat still needs to step in. So I don't know, man. It's
very, very much, because as you see, you're right. Contributions were slow. Let's get you up there.
I have to wonder if chat didn't tell him to shoot at that thing earlier, because I know up between where he was in that last cut and atop that one building that was in like the shore, I know between that there's a marker that you have to shoot before you can grab at it. So I wonder if chat didn't tell him that he had to shoot those things before he could grab at it, if he would still be at that point. Probably not till today, but like I wonder how many hours it would have taken him to figure that out. Oh god, fuck
split
this.
up to find separate paths to the 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐂𝐿, the demonic tree. Hero encountered a deadly demon wielding light as a weapon. When defeated, it turned out to contain Lady. Can she shed some light on the battle with the Demon King? And what is V's true motive? Like I said, I think V is a demon.
Yeah, that is something to think about regarding DMC. DSP should in a way feel familiar to those who play fighting games or beat 'em ups and stuff. Because like it's not a secret that Itsuno worked on fighting games in the past, and a lot of that stuff became integrated into DMC because those were mechanics that he loved to see in those kinds of games. So it really shouldn't be a mystery that this game works a lot like a fighting game. And 15-year Street Fighter 2 like evolution winner DSP here, like fucking I don't know, 15-year fighting game professional, you know, shouldn't be struggling with this game at all. It's the same logic that he comes up with in Street Fighter. There's a matchup. Some enemies are weak to some things. Some enemies are stronger towards other things. You just simply change your game plan and you're good to go. You play to your character's strengths, and it's a lot like a fighting game, but for some reason it doesn't register to him. And that's assuming he's good at fighting games in the first place. Which if you've seen him play Street Fighter 6, he's really not.
I think V is a
I mean, I'm no Street Fighter 6 expert either. I suck at that game too, but I also didn't win Evo in 2005 for Street Fighter 2, so I don't know. There's some expectations there.
Or something. You just go up the stairs.
The source of his strength. I must cut off his supply.
All I needed to do is go up the stairs. Wow. I thought it was harder than it was. Always overthinking things, guys. Remember, that's my MO, overthinking stuff. Okay. Here we go. I do like the graphics a lot. The graphics of the game are very good. Like, very, you know, very well detailed and everything. Capcom usually...
It's just like too distracting. I can't play the video game.
...does a good job with graphics for their new games, so not surprised. Again, I can't even tell what's going on. It's like, these modern games, I hate to say it, I mean, they're pretty and everything, but when you have so many graphical things going on the screen at once, it's hard to tell what the fuck's happening.
Again, yes, it's the best looking DMC game we got. It's also the easiest DMC game, I feel like. I feel like DMC 5 is just the easiest out of all of them. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing to have an easy DMC game, because there's still a skill floor and a skill ceiling in the game. You can still be really good at DMC 5. But I find it funny that, like, the best looking DMC game is also the most telegraphed, like the most predictable, the easiest DMC to play, and for some reason the graphics are the reason he's struggling when nobody else has had that problem, right?
So apparently they hit me twice when I was attacking with my hand.
I've hardly seen him play fighting games, given I mostly watch the This Is How You Don't plays. I mean, a lot of the time I don't like tune into his streams directly. A lot of the time I'll watch like restreams of him playing fighting games, but he is very bad. Like, we're talking like he doesn't understand 15 years of playing Street Fighter and he still doesn't understand frame data. Something I learned, like, the frame data isn't like the easiest thing to learn, but at the same time it's like you've been playing this game for 15 years. You're a professional, right? And you don't understand frame data. You don't understand the priority system. You don't understand matchups. You don't understand how to tech throws. It's like, these are basic things that a fighting game pro like DSP should understand, that for some reason he doesn't. And it's because he's not really a fighting game pro. He just got lucky in 2005.
And I had no idea. Like, I literally had no idea what was going on. So apparently I lost two of my hands during that fight. There's one of the challenge things, but yeah,
I got an epic chair squeak.
I don't see how to get over there without going.
He's wearing a Sonic shirt. That's so awesome. There's this sort of like ironic rumor. I don't think anyone takes it seriously. I don't think anyone actually believes it. But there's this ironic thing that goes out about how DSP is autistic, and normally I don't think about that, but then I see him in the Sonic shirt, and it's like not bullying any autistic people who are into Sonic, but it's just like that the way he plays video games in combination with the Sonic shirt, it's kind of, I don't know, it just paints a picture in my mind.
Falling down, there's probably gonna be enemies here. Yup. You already broke my arm.
So in fairness to him, he doesn't know that he can camera glitch these enemies out of the way. He's not aware that if the enemies are off camera, they're going to try their best to get on camera before they attack you, because that's just a design convention that DMC5 has. Again, it's a thing in DMC4 too, I think. I think it might have been in DMC3. I'm not sure, but yeah, in fairness to him, he wasn't aware of that, but also, like, because the enemy was on screen, he probably should have seen it. So I don't know. It goes either way, whether you want to give him credit or not.
You die!
Okay, why he's using this move while there's still enemies on screen is beyond me, though. It's a very lengthy animation to just throw out. Again, it's that fighting game logic you think he would use.
Oh, no, that's bullshit. He broke my arm. Whoa.
Whoa.
Damn, all the way down. Too heavy.
Crazy to think we've been watching this for 20 minutes and we're already on mission 8. I kind of wonder how much he's going to struggle later in the game, given we've got all this progress bar right here. Jesus, it looks like he kind of struggles the most with either V or Dante. It might be one of those guys. because it seems like this is taking up the majority of the game, which is the majority of the video, which is interesting because like the latter half of the game is honestly the shortest part.
Yeah, well, I tried to jump out of the way, and he still got me anyway. What the fuck is that? What?
I like how he went right into that. the big prick animation, and he streaks right into it, and he's surprised that like he got caught by it. I don't know, man.
That's horse shit. That was complete bullshit.
That's horse shit. That's complete bullshit. I can't believe that.
Broke my arm. What the fuck? It broke my arm again. What the dude? This thing's just destroying everything. And I can't dodge. I couldn't dodge again. Dude, this is ridiculous. This stupid enemy has super armor and it's impossible to fucking dodge.
He's got 10 gold orbs. Somebody out there is giving him likes.
Anything he does, it hits me anyway.
Thought you had this, didn't
See? Hits you anyway. That was stupid, dude. That was really stupid. So now my problem is I can't get to the challenge
so
thing.
that
That was way up there because I fell,
Oh.
see? I knew that was going to happen, too. It seems like you needed like some kind of an air dash or something to double jump across the gap and get to it before you fell. Because once you fell, that was the end of it. Yeah, that was bullshit.
Nero verbally says, "Oh wow, that was too heavy. Maybe I should clear that out a little faster next time." I don't know why he's God.
He had super armor, never staggered on any of my attacks. Every time it attacked, I did the dodge.
Super armor never staggers. Yeah, it's almost like that's the point of fucking super armor. It's almost as if that's a fighting game mechanic that's existed in Tekken and like Street Fighter and Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball, and it's like it's like it's almost as if that's just been like a thing that's just been in these kinds of games. And for some reason, he's shocked that the enemy doesn't get staggered when they have super armor.
And it would hit me during the
man.
dodge, and it broke all my arms too. Guess what? Wrong. Great. Well, I wasted one of
He still hasn't bought the skill that makes him run faster.
my 4 million revive items, so I guess it really wasn't a waste in the long run when you really think about it. I have so many of the goddamn things. What the fuck? So I missed another upgrade because you're supposed to do it as you're landing. It's so weird. What the hell is that? Invisible wall?
I love that every time he parries the enemies, it's entirely by accident. It can never be intentional for some reason with him.
Why did he start attacking the other guy? I didn't want to do that.
I remember that was an issue I had when I first started playing DMC5. I was kind of like, oh, why does it just randomly flick between enemies? I'm honestly not entirely sure. It's weird because like I feel like I used to have that problem, and then nowadays I kind of don't. Maybe he's pressing in the stick on accident. I know that happens a lot. I know that's how people like accidentally switch on auto assist. You know, and then I get a bunch of comments where it's like, oh, it's weird that auto assist just comes on, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. Auto assist being binded to like the stick being pressed is the one stupid part of auto assist. Honestly, it's like I don't know why they made it so easy to flick on by accident. I feel like it should have just been a different input, but flicking in the right stick, that is a lot more intuitive because your thumb's already going to be on the camera anyways, ideally. So I don't know. He must be pressing that shit on accident. I am a little surprised I didn't parry it.
What? I don't know what happened.
He used an attack. He's finally like kind of competently playing against this enemy, and it's only because it has a big sword and it has like really telegraphed animations. What's funny is I didn't learn about auto assist until I was roughly 200 hours into this game. The first time I learned about it, I was playing DMC 1, and like I guess it triggers when you die enough times, which is weird because I don't remember dying on the first mission in DMC 1 because there's no enemies. You just run around and collect orbs, so I'm not entirely sure what that's about. But yeah, I remember beating mission 1, and then it was like, oh, would you like to turn on easy automatic mode? And I remember I tried it, and I kind of hated it, and I'm like, no, I think I would rather have like the native controls. So it is funny because like when I made that auto assist video, like a lot of people just didn't know what it was, and that was kind of the reason it blew up, because like it was this title where it's like you look at it and you're like, what the fuck is auto assist? And I don't know. It's so funny that I made that video under the assumption that like people kind of did know about it, and then it turned out a lot of people didn't. I don't know. I just got lucky and caught lightning in a bottle with that video. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, DSP would benefit a lot from auto assist. Like if he's just gonna sit there and mash Y, he might as well turn it on, right? I don't know.
Keeps parrying everything. What the fuck?
Okay, never mind. I was saying he's kind of competently playing this guy now, and now I'm like, no, he just saw the big overhead move and for some reason decided to jump. Again, it's fighting game logic. Like you could pretend this is Tekken for a microsecond and like sidestep left or whatever. I don't know.
I can't hit him. I keep going past him.
What's funny is when I was previewing him, when I was previewing this in preparation for like today's stream, I was kind of like, I saw a little bit of him playing Dante, and I don't think he ever uses Royal Guard, which is weird because like that would be so useful in these situations he keeps finding himself in, but he just never uses it. At least that's what I remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll see later.
I keep going over him and not hitting him. Like the dive move, it moves well, but it misses all the time. It goes over the head of the enemy I'm trying to hit. So it ends up being shitty. That is pretty shitty. I can't see shit. What's over here? Just some orbs? Looks like it. Yeah, I missed a ton of upgrades in this area because they're all upgrades you need to get before you fall down to fight guys. So it's all a trap, basically. You need to know they're there and to get them before you fall, or else you can't reach them. That sucks.
He's learning, guys. He's learning.
Yeah, I don't understand how to use it. I don't think I'm ever going to. I'm trying, but it just seems super hard. You gotta fucking sit around and practice this shit forever in order to get the timing down during combat.
Out of my way, win.
can't see. What's going on? Yeah, I can't focus on
He walks right into it, my god.
the guy I want to focus on. There's too many enemies and the camera won't fucking face straight.
Oof is right.
What
Oof
did
is
you do?
Oof is so right,
it's
Kazama.
just
I
nuts.
swear to
It's
God,
always
like
something. There's always something.
there's always something.
I'm going up again.
I don't understand. Whenever I wear my Sonic shirt, I feel like my IQ goes down by 50.
Oh my god, I fell through it. Yeah, the camera is definitely disorienting in this game. Hard to tell where you are a lot of the time, spacing wise and everything. Why the fuck don't I see it? Am I blind?
Sometimes I wonder if Phil needs glasses or some shit because he keeps complaining about depth perception, which is like not a problem in this game because it's a 3D game, and also like I showed earlier, I still technically have DMC5 running in the background. Like I showed earlier, it's like you could just press the B button or whatever it is on your controller, and Nero whips his arm out, and it reaches the enemy towards you, and then you can attack freely. So I don't know. Depth perception is just not part of the equation in this game. If the enemy is too far, or if you don't think it's gonna reach, just bring him to you. It's not that hard.
Didn't work. Great. I can see how this is gonna go. Thank you, Anonymous Cheer, for a 50-bit cheer. The Anonymous Cheerer. I don't want to see that again. I don't even know where I'm going. That's the problem. I can't see where I was supposed to go. I couldn't tell where I was supposed to go.
Yeah, as you can guess, this challenge is not that hard because, of course, like if you're somehow not close enough to grab it, of course you can double jump. That's a skill we know that he has, and then of course you can do the taunt jump as well. So I don't know why he just allows himself to fall to the ground just by like pure instinct is beyond me. I gotta agree with the camera being finicky. Yeah, I gotta say so too, because like sometimes it kind of adjusts itself, and it is a little irritating. It's kind of had me develop the habit of always keeping my thumb on the right stick while I'm in combat, and just constantly adjusting it on myself because I can't really trust the game to do it. So it's not anything I'm gonna like knock against him for. You know, it's like there's some parts of this game where I'm like, yeah, if you're not experienced with it, I can't expect you to like struggle with it a bit. But as far as like the combat mechanics go, I really can't get behind like him struggling to comprehend the 3D combat of the game. I don't fucking understand.
What the fuck?
You better take a sip. You fucking sleazy asshole.
Everything about this game screams early 2000s. Seriously. I just don't understand modern game development. I don't. I wanted to see if you could grab them without shooting them, but you have to shoot.
Everything about this game screams early 2000s. My god, this man has not seen DMC1. If you want early 2000s, I mean, you look at the UI design and like the combat design of that game, or like DMC2, and it's kind of like, this is not an early 2000s game. It's just not. There are so many like convenient gaming conventions that have been developed since then that this game implements, because it's a Capcom game, and Capcom just kind of really heavily polishes the majority of their games. There are some where they kind of flubber with it, but it's I don't know, man. The early 2000s game, I really don't get it.
Shoot them first. work. This has nothing to do with me. It's the targeting system. It's right in front of me and it doesn't grab it. What do you want me to do? I didn't program the grappling hook.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Didn't work.
It's so funny. Like he was doing so good his second time. And like I said, like you could still double jump. Like you could still do the taunt jump. So why that never like clicked in his brain that he could do that while this is going on, I'm not entirely sure. This is not the hardest secret mission. I swear to God, man. It's really not. Like if I probably have a few people watching this who are new to DMC. Some of my friends like to check this out and they're not really, some of my friends like to check out my streams and they're not really like DMC aficionados. So if I just want to say, if he's making this look hard, it's really not. The game gives you so many tools to make this not a very hard challenge. Like this is easily one of the easier secret missions in this game.
390-bit cheater. It won't fucking do it. I pressed the gun button, nothing happened. Guess what? Wrong.
I'm pressing buttons. Okay, I think we get the point. I don't want to drag this on for too long. Jesus Christ, how long does he struggle with this? How fucking long does he go on with this? I'm glad I'm skipping this. He finally gets a blue orb, guys.
Yeah.
How long was that? I think was that like 10 minutes or some shit?
Got it.
$10 minutes in the edit. So like in real time, it probably took him even longer than that. That's insane.
Trial and error. Old school trial and error. This is what old school gaming is about, brother. Now, tell you, Shadow, it wasn't about getting the flow. It was about solving that one part that was a puzzle. You can't just grapple to it because you fall. Instead, you need to wait for it to move first. That's all. The only challenge there was figuring that out.
Game sucks.
I like DSP's vocabulary that anything you don't figure out right away is a puzzle. It's just immediately a puzzle. He does this for like Dark Souls and shit too. Like where he calls every boss a puzzle boss because he doesn't get it on the first try. I don't fucking know, man. It's like, come on, not everything is a puzzle, okay? Like I said, you have a double jump, you have that skill purchase, you have the taunts, the air taunt, which is basically a triple jump. I don't know what more to say, man.
Without a name, I am power, absolute.
Well, no name.
Just gonna skip these cutscenes.
What the fuck? I guess I'm supposed to die because I'm not doing any damage.
Shield of yours is done. Yeah.
Ow.
My God. Okay. Same logic as the Goliath fight. This is something the game has already taught him. If there's like a big surrounding particle effect, this is a consistent thing for all the enemies in the game who can do this. If there's like a big surrounding particle effect, it's probably going to result in you getting hurt if you sit close to it. This is an established rule that the game teaches you. It's a consistent rule. How has he not learned this yet? Like at this point, he gets hit twice by Goliath. Again, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But like this is like he's been hit by the same thing like 4 times now, and he still hasn't learned. We got the Chris Chan level stress sigh. He's really this part's really getting to him, guys. He can't believe that he fights the enemy and the enemy fights back.
I tried to dodge again, it didn't work.
I do gotta say, so far, I'm kind of impressed with how little he's reading chat. Like, by this point, I would expect him to be glancing over at chat and being all like, "What do I do, guys?" Or not even verbally saying it, but like eyeing his chat to be all like, "You motherfuckers better be looking at game facts." Like, it's, I don't know. I'm surprised he's only done it so far. Done it once so far.
He's hitting with that slow down shit. I'm right in front of it, can't hit it.
It is a little funny that like when he's supposed to be in front of the thing, he can't get in front of it, and then like when he's supposed to back away, like when it does the big flashing animation, for some reason he can't get away from it. He's always like the polar opposite of what he should be.
This keeps exploding. Did I finally break it? Here we go. Mission 9, Genesis. So, we're going back in time to find out about the origins of how all this came to be. Very good. Which means the game started in medias res, which means in the middle of a story. Then you go back to the beginning to find out what happened, and then you'll go back to the in medias res part so that you can finish it up.
I did think it was interesting that Team C5 was the first to do like a non-linear story, because like it does help a lot in like terms of the multiple characters, because they're all doing something simultaneously, right? So it does feel like a bigger, more ambitious story being told, because there's portions where like DMC4, they had to dedicate an entire half of the game. Granted, that game was rushed to hell, but they had to dedicate like an entire half of the game just to tell you, oh yeah, Dante made his way to Nero. It's like, I don't know. At least the storytelling done in this way, I actually really like it a lot.
A story that starts in the middle. Aha. So that's how you get to the optional crystal. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything over here. Did I miss any items or anything before?
Now I have to wonder, does DMC fucking hell. Does DSP hate playing as V? I'm curious about that.
Before I head over there to break that? I don't think so. Oops. No? Okay.
I don't think you can do that, buddy. Come on.
Alright. I gotta do like a perfect jump here.
A perfect jump?
No! Are you kidding me? He
Perfect jump. The wall kicks are not that hard, buddy.
fell off the fucking edge. Now I'm stuck.
Dude, he really needs glasses.
I think I am. I'm screwed. I can't go back. I can't go back and get it. Are you kidding me? He fell off the fucking edge. Oh my god, I'm screwed. I can't. There's no way to go back.
You don't need to go back.
Oh
You're
my
supposed to go this
God.
way.
That is so fucking dumb.
What do you mean it's dumb?
Outdated shit like that pisses me off. There's no way to go back.
Outdated shit? No, it's just a different path.
No, why would we give you the ability to go back? That would only be fair.
This is that Sonic the Hedgehog shirt doing work.
Constantly whining. Wah, wah. Shut the fuck up. God damn. Look how stupid this is. Come on, man. I'm pissed now, because I'm sorry. Bullshit. Fucking outdated game. It really is. That stupid outdated nonsense. He clips through the edge of the fucking
Guys, the graphics are too good, but the game's too outdated.
platform, and now I can't go back to get that incredible amount of fucking red crystals. Fuck this, dude.
Is this MGS4?
If you haven't noticed, I don't like redoing stuff. Especially because it's
What do
something
you
I
mean
didn't do
redoing?
wrong.
Wait, did he restart the mission because of that? You're supposed to go that way.
The truth of the matter is, I'm actually pretty hard to offend. It's just that people are such assholes to me
Outdated.
that, you know, they get to me over time, but... But now the question is, where am I supposed to go? Okay, there's
Game that took 11 years to come out. Game that came 11 years after its predecessor. Outdated. You know, not DMC4, not DMC3, not DMC2, not DMC1. No, fucking DMC5 is such an outdated game, guys. Came out in 2019, and it has modern design philosophy. It's a heavily polished game. It's one of the most like beautiful character action games ever made. No, it's outdated.
Here's the thing I was trying to jump through before and I couldn't.
The graphics aren't outdated. They're distracting me. I can't play the game properly.
Right? Alright, so now I can do this area, and if I fuck up, I can loop back.
I gotta say, DMC3 has aged really well. Like, obviously, the graphics aren't the best because it's a PS2 game, you know? But, like, at the same time, it's like, in terms of, like, gameplay, like, development and philosophy, even DMC4 to some aspect, right? If it wasn't a buggy mess, DMC4 probably would have aged, like, remarkably well, too. It's like these games stand the test of time. There are so many people who still play DMC3 or, like, DMC4. And it's like, there are so many people who still play DMC1. I think the only game that's genuinely outdated is DMC2, and that game was outdated when it came out. So I don't know, man.
I believe, because I'm gonna land here, and I'll be able to come through. But I had to break it from that side with the nightmare. That was the first wall I could break with the nightmare. At least that I know of. I didn't see any more up to now. Now let's try not to fucking fall here. And clip through the edge. Alright.
What do you mean clip through the edge?
I still couldn't do it. There was an invisible wall. There was an invisible wall. They wouldn't let me fly to it. What the fuck is going on with this stupid game?
Couldn't play to it.
It wouldn't let me fly to it. What the fuck?
I'll be honest, I don't even think I knew that red orb deposit was up there. I'm surprised DSP actually noticed it. Because I don't think I did. Then again, I don't play V's missions too often, and when I do, I kind of want them over quickly, so I don't know, maybe that's my excuse.
Well, if I can't backtrack, I give up. An invisible fucking
No
wall.
thanks, bro.
Now I can see I can backtrack. Here we go. Oh my god. This game seriously feels like it's 10 years old. I'm sorry, it just does. It feels...
DMC2 for sure was outdated when it came out. Yeah, because like it was basically a Tomb Raider clone after people were already getting pissed about Tomb Raider clones, you know? It was... it's like... it's kind of like Resident Evil 0, where like that came out and everybody was like, God, I'm so fucking sick of these fixed camera angle Resident Evil games, you know? It's just kind of like... Not that Resident Evil 0 is like the worst game on earth. It's definitely not as bad as DMC2. But like it's... I don't know. DMC2 was like... That game was born outdated.
It's very outdated. Invisible walls for no fucking reason. You know, back.
Yeah, as hard as he is to watch, he never fails to be entertaining. I gotta say, I don't know what it is about me, like, I have to say, I don't know what it is, why I choose to watch these. It's just like it's one of those things where it's like, you watch him play any game you like, and it's like, you get a little angry, but like, you also get like a good laugh out of it. I don't know. It's the DSP is just this weird phenomenon. It's like one of the biggest reasons why he's a lolcow, because like, it's not hard to find like a game streamer who's bad at gaming, right? Like they're plenty far in between. I mean, I'm one of them. I'm not very good at Resident Evil either, but like I don't know. There's something about DSP and like just the unique way that he bitches about everything. Oh fuck.
Backtracking because you clip through a platform. What the hell? And
just like the whole like Marvel Cinematic Universe size lore that surrounds him, like the fucking gambling addiction with the mobile game, or like or like you learned like the individual chatters in his chat, like Emerald 7 or like 1 Minute Man or like Jade, like Only Iced Coffee, all of those people in his chat. Fucking Derek is like his own entire like separate lolcow. So I don't know. DSP is just like this interesting world. It's kind of like King Cobra JFS, where like he's like the main star. It is like a cinematic universe where like he's like this main star, and then everybody surrounding him is also like equally interesting in their own weird way.
I just don't understand modern game development. I don't. BattleDuck 9000 is subscribed. Thank you, BattleDuck, for the sub. I appreciate that. Now we gotta backtrack again. Again.
What do you mean backtrack?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, jumping in with Dante. Let's see how this goes.
But what's his hot take on Dante? Does he know about Royal Guard? Does he know that they greatly buffed Royal Guard and basically made Dante like stupidly easy to play on this game?
So, a style geared towards movement and evasion, trickster style. Let you dance through enemies and smack them around with style. That's Dante's style. Oh my god. So your goal is to alternate between these things, right? I'll do it. Double trigger. Oh, my eyes started burning. Crap. My eyes started burning in the middle. How am I supposed to concentrate?
The graphics are too good, guys. His eyes are burning now. The graphics are too beautiful.
Corkscrew blow. Oh. Oh, my eye. Burning. Corkscrew blow.
Again, in fairness to him, he is kind of new to the game, so like immediately understanding Dante, it's a lot to ask of somebody. But at the same time, it's like you think you want to experiment a little bit. They give you these 4 individual styles for you to play around with. Maybe spend this time trying to figure out what they do, you know?
Ah.
Sounds like he needs to wipe his eyes, I know, right? We know he keeps tissues nearby, because I mean, like, he fucking went out on stream, so I mean, come on, man.
Stupid eye.
Stupid eye.
The reason my eye is burning is because I just turned on the fan here. So now I got air blown in my eye, and now my eye burns. Okay. The graphics are putting you off. I think the graphics in some cases look amazing, in other cases they do bother me. Like when the stage was all red earlier with Nero, it actually bothered my eyes. It was like too much fucking red on the screen at once. And I do agree there's like a ton of shading and detail. To the point where it almost looks photorealistic in some cases. Oh, come on. I Dude, I can't tell.
You think you want to switch styles, buddy?
Again. Yeah, see? I'm whiffing. I wasted my whole devil trigger because I couldn't see how close I was to them. This is the problem with having graphics that are too good. I can't tell where the fuck I am. Damn. The graphics are so detailed that you can't tell where you are half the time. You can't see the perspective.
What do you
like,
fucking mean?
You know what I mean?
He says that as he's like lit on fire and he's wearing a red trench coat with white hair. Like, what are you fucking talking about?
Like, how close am I to something? I can't tell. I keep whiffing because it's so much detail. I can't fucking see. Hellbat, Insanity Ablaze.
I can't tell where I am, guys. It's not like Dante like intentionally sticks out because that's part of his design or anything. I do gotta admit, like the wine red of his jacket, yeah, it's not like the brightest like red, like it wasn't like DMC 3 or like DMC 1, but I mean, come on, man, like he's got a white head of hair, like in like a dark level that, like, given all of YouTube's shitty compression, mostly looks black. Like, come on.
Oh, I hit it. I'm missing. See? It looks like I'm right in front of it, but I'm not.
My God, I can't believe I gotta do this again. I gotta fucking do this again. All right, we're doing it. We're fucking doing it. So here's what you do, DSP. Here's what you fucking do. When in doubt, when you're not close enough, the game has a mechanic. As a matter of fact, with every character, the game actually has this cool mechanic where if you're not close enough to do anything to the enemy, you can get close enough. As a matter of fact, with Dante, if you sat down and you played around with the styles a little bit, oh, I forgot I have the lady mod. if you sit down and you play around with the styles a little bit, look at this, you can teleport. Look at this, you hold forward, you press the B button, you know, the style button, the button you've been playing this in, button you've been pushing this entire time. You can just do this. You know, it's a pretty simple if you ask me, or you know, you could dash towards them if you really want to be like that. You know, it's like, oh, come on, man. Like, if you just use the mechanics the game gives you, right, this wouldn't be an issue. It just wouldn't. Come on, man. I was about to mention that the muted red on his jacket is a valid complaint when it comes to seeing where he is, but the white hair does in fact stand out. Yeah, because it's like such a dark level, and like all of the enemies are like all gray and everything, and it's like I don't know. It's like it's like it's a deliberate part of his design. That's part of the reason why he looks like that. You know, it's to help him stand out in the level so you can see him easier. You know, it's like Capcom does think about these things. You know, it's not a coincidence that like the guy with the white hair sticks out from his environment. That's kind of the point.
How do I hit this fucking thing? It's annoying. I just want to kill this dude. And I killed one. Can't hit him because I can't get to him. Look at this, I can't reach him. Oh my god. And I can't log onto him either.
This wouldn't be a problem if you checked out the styles earlier. You know that big circular playground at the beginning of the level where they give you the prompt of like, hey, here's all the styles, go ahead and play around with them, see what they do. You know, it's almost as if they put that there to teach you, to let you find out for yourself what Dante is capable of. It's almost like they wanted you to figure out how to teleport towards enemies, you know, as opposed to earlier in the game where they wanted you to figure out how to bring the enemy to you. with Nero. You know, it's I don't know. Again, it's DSP. Like any normal, reasonable person playing a video game would be able to figure these things out just fine. But DSP is he's just a different case, man. He's special.
Lock onto the other enemy. Look, it won't lock onto the one I want.
Again, he's wearing the Sonic shirt, so like I don't know, just pure unadulterated, just man-child moment. I have to say, unlike the Resident Evil 1 stream, I'm genuinely surprised he hasn't made a poop joke yet. Like I'm genuinely, it only just now occurred to me that like he hasn't, and I'm kind of glad, because that entire RE1 stream I was just shitting all over him for making a shit joke, but it's kind of like he brings it on himself, right?
I dodge. I'm trying to dodge. It's so stupid.
It's called Trickster.
I'm dodging. Look what I'm doing. Lock on left and X didn't do anything.
Or Royal Guard. You have two options for this. You have two different fucking options. Again, if you took that little playground that the developers gave you to check this stuff out, where it's like, oh, Dante has 4 styles, why don't you switch between him and check them out? You know, it's like if you just took the tiny bit of time to learn that.
He's the same enemy that killed me before. It's a fucking stupid broken ass enemy because it has full super armor.
It's a broken enemy, guys.
It has full fucking super armor. That stuff.
The enemy that you can consistently perfect parry. I might even be able to do it myself. Hold on, I still got the game pulled up. But the enemy that you can consistently perfect parry very easily is the Impusa Queen, right? I'm trying to remember. Enemy action. I might even get it first time. I don't know. It's been a while since I played the game. Okay, I got a few off right there. But like the enemy you can consistently perfect parry as easy as fucking possible. Oh god. Watch me screw it up. That's unblockable. Alright, come on. Give me the move I want. Okay, I'm clearly getting the timing off, but like he doesn't even have to perfect parry. Like he could just hold the button. Like there's a reason why they say Royal Guard is kind of busted in this game. Whoops. I don't know, man. It's just you're okay. Obviously, I'm too late with the perfect parries, but like you kind of see my point, right? Where it's like the enemy you can consistently deal with as easy as possible. He doesn't even have to parry. He could just trickster. Like the game gives him these tools right away. It's not a secret. It's not like some hidden mechanic. He can just do this. Like I don't know, man. It's not a secret, man. It's in your HUD. It's in the top left of your fucking screen. Like whoops. Keep pressing escape by accident. It's in the top left of your screen, man. Like I don't know what you're expecting, man. Let's switch over to Capcom Cringe. Whoops.
Everything you do.
I knocked some shit over, but it's all good.
Again, dude, this is so stupid. This enemy itself is so dumb as fuck. What a waste of time.
Trickster is one of the safest options too. Yeah, you could just spam Trickster, like especially once you upgrade it to where like it activates a little faster. Like you could just straight up spam Trickster and like run around the enemies. They can't even fucking touch you. Like Dante is like, I'm not gonna say he's broken, but like they did so much to make Dante so much more powerful, which makes sense. This would theoretically be the most powerful form of Dante because it's like the oldest, wisest, most experienced form of him. So it even makes sense in like plot terms that like he's able to like just Royal Guard everything and have like this like invincible, like always blockable move. I don't know. He's playing the easiest version of Dante he could possibly be playing, and he's still struggling like this just because he's refusing to use the mechanics. This is like the mainstay problem with DSP. He refuses to actually play the game. Like he just wants to sit there and press Y until like the game is done and then get his paycheck, right? I don't know.
It's so dumb. I activate dodge, it just hits you right through, or it doesn't even come
You
out.
You don't need to dodge. You have
There's
Trickster.
No way for me to even go in here.
You have Trickster. You have Royal Guard. You have.
Because as soon as I
you can also side roll.
Enemies. Yeah.
There's the little evasive move with Balrog.
There's no way for me to ever get them. Huh. I wonder if there is a way to get them later or something, but I can't get them now. Yeah. Some of the best graphics I've ever seen, no lie. Like, the graphics are amazing in this game. They're fucking so detailed. Everything's so detailed.
It is insane that DMC5 just looks like this, though. Like, I would have never thought there would be, like, a photorealistic DMC. It's kind of like before World. I never would have thought there would be, like, a photorealistic Monster Hunter either. But it just kind of exists, and I have to say, like, it looks good. I don't know, man. It's like DMC5. I gotta say, and like with how easy it is to run too. Like they did an outstanding job with this game. So it's weird that he's praising the graphics so much, and then he's also complaining that I can't play the game properly. I don't know, man.
Is the music playing when Dante fights the same as Nero or not? I can't tell. I don't think it is.
Is the music the same?
Really, nigga?
Bradford 13. Just subscribe for 15 months.
Just to make it abundantly clear, it was not me who said the N-word. In case you're listening only audio, that was not me.
Thank you, Bradford. Appreciate that. L3 tells you which way is the main mission. L3 isn't doing anything. Look.
Yes, you hold it.
Let's hold on. L3 doesn't do anything.
You hold it.
So I'm not sure what you mean.
What is your major malfunction?
Get that
Whoa,
shit.
look at this.
I appreciate Outsyder's editing, but I mostly want to see the guy play the video game. I'm not really interested in like the full Metal Jacket clip or like the little interstitial. They're nice when I'm watching these Outsider videos on my own, but like as far as like restreaming them, like they kind of get in the way a little bit.
Okay, holding down L3.
I do gotta say, Outsider does a pretty good job though. He needed chat to tell him to hold down.
You have to hold it down for quite some time, so I had no idea that worked. I remember they said that early in the game, and I tried it, and nothing happened, so I just gave up on it.
What do you mean you tried it earlier?
D-U-M.
I thought there would be something up there.
What do you
Nice.
mean you tried it earlier?
Maintain an S stylish rank. Oh boy.
Oh, you know he's not gonna be able to do this.
It'll probably be super hard. Watch.
What could possibly go wrong?
What happened? What happened?
Okay.
Why is he nail biting? I guess I could say the same thing about myself, where it's like, oh, why am I scratching my nose? But like, why was he nail biting? For those of you who don't know, DSP likes to bite his nails whenever there's a black person on screen. It's a weird thing. Honestly, forgot you could do that. Yeah, that's a thing. You don't even need the fucking you don't even really need to hold down the right stick. You could just figure it out just because the levels are linear enough, you know. It's not like they're a maze or anything. I suppose there's what mission was it? There was that one that was kind of like maze-like, but for the most part, like a lot of them, you just really don't need it. So I don't know. But anyways, like I was saying, when it comes to DSP, he has this weird tick where whenever there's the color black on screen or like a black person, it's the funniest when it's a black person. Whenever there's a black person on screen, he likes to bite his nails. I don't know why he does that. It's like this weird, like suppressed, like it's this weird suppressed like racial tick. I've never seen it in a person before. Maybe I'm just like naive and like inexperienced with the world. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's one of the funniest things about him. Oh God. What happened? What did it end?
Okay. I can't even tell what's going on. Apparently I got hit.
You
There's
don't-
no way you can even tell that was happening. What the
Apparently I got hit. Apparently the enemy swung their axe at me and it connected with my flesh. And I took hit points away. So I guess I got hit. I don't know, guys. Maybe chat can figure that out. You motherfuckers better be on Game Facts.
hell? Why the fuck don't I see it? Am I blind?
Imagine a DSP, a non-ironic DSP viewer going on Game Facts and making a thread all like, I'm getting hit in DMC5. How is this happening? I don't know.
What the hell? You keep getting hit by things you can't see. Great.
I actually remember my first Triple S, and funnily enough, it was with Dante. On Mission 10, it was like the first mission Dante was available, and I remember getting my first Triple S, and I was like, whoa. Like, I felt so badass because that wasn't really a thing I was able to do in the previous DMC games. Again, it's like another credence to DMC5 being the easiest one so far, and yet he's playing this bad. I don't know, man. It's... Again, like if anyone who doesn't like regularly play DMC is watching this and they're like, wow, this challenge seems kind of hard. It's not, because again, like I showed you earlier, like you can just sit there and switch to Royal Guard. It's the bottom little R on like the top left of the screen. You can press down on the D-pad and switch to that, and you can just hold the B button whenever they're gonna attack. Or you could switch to like the little T up there. That's the trick. That stands for Trickster. You could just press the B button. That dash animation that Dante has, that has iframes. The enemies literally cannot hit you while you're doing that. So he has two different tools. That's two already. He could also jump. He could also roll. This game has so many evasion mechanics that it's honestly absurd that he's getting hit. Now, sometimes you do get hit in DMC5. Maybe you're not paying like the most attention. Maybe you're a little focused on like the style meter or whatever. It happens to everybody, right? But DSP, by this point, he's like refusing to absorb any of the tutorials that the game is giving him, and then he's surprised that he's failing at the game. It's like, no, this is a consistent problem with him where he just refuses to learn how to play the game, and then plays the game, and then he's surprised when he sucks at playing the game. Like, I want to make it clear, it's totally fine if you're bad at video games. There's no problem with that. But most people who are bad at video games at least try to read, you know? It's like, I don't know.
This is impossible because you cannot see. I keep getting hit by things I can't see.
What do you mean?
Wow.
I can't...
Why the fuck don't I see it? Am I blind?
Yes, you are. I can't see the enemies circling around me. I can't see all of the enemies. They're deliberately on camera. Like they for those who don't know, the enemies only attack you when they're on the camera, when they're within your field of view. So the fact that he's saying he can't see them, it's a little absurd, because it can only be assumed that if they're circling all around you, maybe you get out of the circle of enemies, right? I don't know. It's... Of course they're gonna attack you. That's what they're designed to do.
Are you kidding me? I'm in the middle of kicking them and this dude just swings anyway and hits me in the middle of my combo. What the fuck? Oh my god.
His fucking reaction where he looked...
There's nothing I can do there. There's nothing I can do at all. This is so lame.
I just described like 5 different things you could do there, though. Like, my god, this is the constant with him, man. Bro, why are you even doing the secret missions? It's clear you don't know how to do this one. So like, but naturally any person who drops $60 on this game, it's like you could just come back to it later when you understand the game a little better, right? Or like you could just ignore this one, you know, you're only going to play this game once. You don't got to do a full playthrough, Phil. If you can't do a challenge, that's totally fine, cuz the whole point of this game is kind of to be a little challenging, right? It's supposed to demand a lot out of you. So if you can't rise up to the challenge, that's perfectly fine. You know, you're only playing on Devil Hunter. You're only doing one playthrough of this game. It's totally cool if you want to just like treat it kind of like Doom, just beat the shit out of some demons and let that be the end of the day. But man, it's, oh my God. Man, the fact that he's putting himself through this and then he gets pissed off that he's being put through this. It's like you're doing this to yourself. Oh, the competence. Yeah. Yeah, it's, oh my God. It's like I've never seen anyone play DMC5 like this. Usually when they're struggling on these challenges, they just come back to it later or something. It's appalling that he keeps doing this. It is the definition of insanity.
I can't even hit anyone. Look. I got hit again from behind. But it's bullshit. You can't. Now I'm in that same problem I had before. I can't.
Okay, it's very clear to me that he's gonna be stuck on this for a little while. So let's just get past it. We know he's gonna die like 50 times here. Oh, he finally beat it.
My God. What are you then?
It doesn't matter.
I kind of wonder how the old DSP would have reacted to this scene, and also the scene that had the lady ass. Like, I kind of wonder if we're never gonna see good old DSP where like he would take his fingers and like try to grab some boobs on the screen, you know. But man, I kind of wonder how old DSP would have reacted to the scene.
I'm a shadow of my former self who lost everything.
Oh shit! I know who he is. I think he's Mundus.
I will tell you. The story of my birth.
I think he's Mundus, the demon guy who was sealed away in Sparta. I think that's who he is. I think.
I think he's Mundus. Oh my God, I don't know why that was so funny to me. It's like oh, that fucking killed
I
me.
think somehow he's been freed.
I think he's Mundus.
And he has no power because he's been sealed away for so long.
No.
And so now he's trying to beat whoever this 𝐂𝐂𝐿 guy is so he can come back to power. That's my guess.
𝐂𝐂𝐿.
Yes, I think he's Mundus. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, you could be wrong, GSP. Oh my God, I can't believe this shit. They give you so many hints. They give you so many hints as to who it is. And I'm pretty sure he played DMC3, right? At the very least, DMC4. So like he should have an idea. They hint at it so goddamn much. Why does he think it's Mundus?
At this point. All right. Guess what? Wrong. Oh my God, it's so gory. You're like blood. Wow. Wow.
Jesus Christ, I'm still recovering from that. My fucking God.
Completely flattened his ass. Damn.
I was eating in the middle of that. I'm like, okay, it's probably safe to take a bite, and then that happens, and I'm like, I'm just not braced for it. It just comes at me, and it.
Blood. Good Lord. Am I enjoying Dante? Fuck yeah. Dude, this is by far this is the best part of the game. Dante is so badass. He's got so many cool abilities now. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's got so many cool abilities that you refuse to use for some reason.
Blood.
You know, that's also an option. You could just run behind it. I'm glad DSP at least thought of that. At least he recognized that it literally just moves in a straight line and it's like the most avoidable attack you could possibly ask for.
Yeah, it's just fucking enemy sucks. This is a terrible enemy. Terribly designed. Super armor's fucking everything
You had the right idea earlier. Just run around it.
you do. It takes a ton of health. It's fucking garbage. You can't dodge. I'm trying to dodge.
When you're fighting a particular enemy and you find something that works really well against them, you keep doing that thing. That's called a matchup. That's called matchup information. That's what you're supposed to do. You exploit an enemy's weakness. This guy, he travels straight when he swings at you like 50,000 fucking times. So maybe you just walk around him, right? Or you block the swings, you evade the swings in some way, right? He figures this out for like a microsecond and then like immediately forgets.
Right now it doesn't work. I hate this enemy. I fucking seriously hate it. Seriously, like, I like everything but that enemy. So far, like, every single thing in this game but that stupid enemy with super armor. Every other
Oh my god, I wonder what he's gonna think about the Furies.
enemy is fine. That enemy is horseshit. Just make every excuse in the fucking book. Secret mission. Stay in the air for more than 15 seconds.
Oh, you know he's not gonna be able to do this. Oh no, he also has my habit of scratching his nose. God damn it. Why did you use that move? He's like, oops.
Okay.
Whoopsies. Okay, DSP, let me give you a hint. Let me give you a hint, even though I'm pretty sure you don't care. Let me just give you a little hint. Let's turn my controller on. One teensy tiny hint. Oh god. Okay, let's turn enemy action off. You just got a weapon, right? You just got a weapon that does this. Or you can do this. Is it? Not hard. Not very hard. Or you could do this. Like it. Again, like if he just played around with the game a little bit, like if he just took the tiniest bit of time to play around with the game the tiniest bit. Let me make sure I'm not dropping too many frames. Okay, looks like we're still good. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like this stuff isn't that hard to figure out.
Oops.
Oops.
This one is difficult. You need the enemy step. I don't have enemy step, so I guess I can't do it.
Why do you
I
not
don't
have enemy step? Again, though, he doesn't need enemy step. He just got a weapon that hovers him in the air. It's not a coincidence, or it's not like some little coinky dink that the weapon that hovers you in the air when you use it in the air has a challenge associated with it where you stay in the air for 15 seconds. It's not some little cute coinky dink, you know.
I don't think I can do it because I don't have enemy step. I might as well just skip it then.
You
If that's
don't
the
need
case, I might
enemy
have to
step.
skip it.
Basic Dante mechanics
Plus,
are
I'm
all
almost
you
out of
need.
time anyway. So
Basic Dante mechanics.
All these moves ground Dante. Every single move grounds Dante.
Are you sure about that? I can name a few that don't. Maybe try the weapon you just got. Oh my fuck. Okay, we know he's gonna spend forever on this. It's just. Oh wait, chat apparently told him what to do.
Air with the bike is a good way to cheese it. What is that? I mean, cheesy.
Cheese deluxe.
The down air? What does that mean? I don't even understand what that means.
Yeah, sorry folks, you're giving him smash terms, and you know DSP is a real FGC member. You can't give him smash lingo.
What the
if you come up to him and you're like, oh, let's do a Ditto Honda match, he's gonna have a problem with you.
fuck? Look at this. So if I double jump and just keep doing that, maybe I can win.
Yeah, it's.
Almost. That was what, 12 seconds?
Okay, even with chat's help, he's still struggling with this apparently. Oh my god.
Cheese. Cause I do.
What about cheese?
That's how it's done. Ultra cheese mode. Delicious cheese.
That's not cheesing it. That's what you do. The developers intended that. That's a unique property of the weapon that you're supposed to use.
Do you like... I hope this stage is almost over because I'm out of time to play. And it's been pretty long. I've been playing for over half an hour on this level, so hopefully we're near the end. Oh. I really hope there's somewhere to save within 15 minutes because I don't have the ability to play late tonight, so this game can go fuck off. I'm serious. I just have to fucking redo this stupid bullshit again. Skip all the cutscene.
If this was a year later and he was doing the vest streak still, like, he definitely would have done overtime on this game, though. I do gotta say. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but this is some like a lot of DSP backstory lore that I'll have to explain for people who don't know about it. So DSP, you can see at the top of the screen right here, there's like a total tips thing he keeps track of. There was a point in time in 2020 where he put on a vest during a retrospective stream, and what happened is his fans, well, he didn't put it on. He was watching a Halloween like review he did of or some shit, and in that stream he was wearing a vest, or like that video he was wearing a vest, and his fans was like, "Do you still have that vest?" And he was like, "Oh, I have that vest," and he put it on, and like at first it was like a joke, and then someone in chat suggested, "Oh, maybe you should make it a tips goal to put on the vest." And funnily enough, DSP was like, "No, I don't want to do that. That sounds really dumb." And then it took him like a few days, and then he's like, "Hey, wait, maybe I can make a lot of money doing that." So for like, I think it was 276 streams back to back, DSP would make $100 per stream in tips just to put on a fucking vest. So, and in one of those streams, at the very tail end of it, when it was really starting to die out, and it was pretty certain that the vest streak was going to end, one stream he delayed the ending of his stream like an entire hour. He was playing Paper Mario, if I recall correctly, and like he was just refusing to end the stream until he got that $100. So it became very clear that the vest streak was only going to end on DSP's terms. And then he kind of missed a day of streaming. Support on like the following day was I don't know what exactly happened on that last day, but yeah, eventually he didn't get the money, and like he couldn't stick on any longer, guys. He had to end the stream. So I don't know. It's this long period of time where like DSP was just making a gross amount of money just to put on an article of clothing. It's really insane. It's really insane how this man like creates content, I gotta say.
Holy shit.
But that's a year after this game comes out.
Is this the original game? It's the original mansion, isn't it?
The
It's
original
the fucking
mansion
from the original game. Remember the original game kind of played like at least it looked like Resident Evil, because originally Devil May Cry was supposed to be a Resident Evil spin-off game.
It was not. No, the DMC1 was RE4 at some point. It's not a spin-off. It's just a prototype of RE4 that eventually became its own property. It's not a spin-off if it becomes an entirely different property, DSP. That's not how it works. I don't know. He's again, I shouldn't expect DSP to know any of this. Honestly, a handful of people really don't. I shouldn't say a lot. but like a handful of people don't actually know this. DMC1 actually was the earlier prototype for RE4. It actually had a lot of design concepts taken from RE4. Like, for example, there was the whole it was themed around the whole castle, if you can recall that. And then like there was the whole action elements like Dante running along walls and stuff. Leon has like these insane superhuman jumps in RE4. It's really interesting. But you know, if you want to look into the development history of DMC1, there's plenty of information about that. It essentially evolved from this game that was called Resident Evil 3.5, or at least that's what everybody calls it. So if you're that curious, Resident Evil 3.5 in and of itself is very interesting because it looks a lot like Luigi's Mansion, believe it or not. I don't know. I always thought that was funny that like Capcom was accidentally creating basically Luigi's Mansion and calling it a Resident Evil game. RE4 to DMC1 is one of my favorite gaming facts. Yeah, I gotta say, like, because it's so like unexpected, right? Like, just RE4's development in general. Like, I remember there's this like specific version of RE4 that has like Shinji Mikami's watch in it, right? That like some collector just has. And like I remember people were asking him if they could borrow it so they could dump the ROM and study it more. And the collector, I don't remember what the collector said. I think it was something along the lines of, I don't want to do that. I just kind of want to hold on to it. I don't trust anybody with it. So there's just this weird, like, mysterious version of RE4 that has like Mikami-san's watch, probably as like a prototype model while they were developing the game or some shit. There is a lot of really weird fun facts with RE4. Like the fact that like an entire game series spawns from it is like, it's kind of like the tip of the iceberg. There's just so many weird things about RE4. Again, you can do your own research. There's a lot of cool stuff about that game. That game is like that game is legendary in so many ways, I gotta say.
Oh god. I'm trying to move and he's like not moving. What the fuck? I can't dodge it at all. I can't. The combat of this game fucking sucks.
That's hilarious. Now he thinks oh my god. He switched back to Swordmaster. I was gonna say, oh, he finally thinks to switch to Trickster and use the dash, but no. He switches right back to Swordmaster. Mikami's Watch Edition. Yeah, exactly. It's funny. It kind of reminds me of there was this one version of Mother 1, if you're familiar with Earthbound. There's like the game before it called Mother. There's like this one, it's in a similar vein where it's like there's this one particular like in development version of the game that some random fucking like fuck you money collector just has. And it's the same story where it's like people asked him, hey, can we dump this ROM so we can study it and learn more about it? And the guy is like, no, I think I'll keep it. And it's kind of like, oh, why do you got to be such a dick, man? It's like they even offered to ship it back. It's like, we just want to borrow it and dump the ROM. We don't want the actual game. And he's like, so I don't know. Collectors kind of piss me off a lot of the time.
All right, how do I use it? Here we go. Wow. I can't see anything, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I'm dead. I can't see anything. Can't see. What happened? I couldn't see anything.
Okay, I'm gonna be a broken record. Basically, you have Royal Guard, you have Trickster. There are so many ways to get around this tentacle attack. It's not a mystery. It's not hard.
'Cause I do. I couldn't tell what was coming at me, what was hitting me. There was no way to see it. If I only had a brain.
I are the infamous Dante.
You're the infamous Mundus.
I'm Nicoletta Goldstein. Sound
Okay,
familiar?
I do want to see what his reaction to this scene
My
is.
grandmother is Nell Goldstein, the gunsmith that
It's probably gonna be something like, "Oh, he looks just like Michael Jackson. Can you believe that? He looks just like Michael Jackson."
made all your fancy weapons that you got strapped back there. Yeah, there she is.
You don't much look like her.
Yeah, I got my looks from my daddy. That's about all I got from him. But based on his research, I managed to cobble this.
I have to say, Nico is easily one of my favorite characters in this game.
In honor of us finally meeting. Meeting.
Just double flip. Oh my god. Oh, come on. What the hell is this? A nice MJ tribute. What the fuck? Alright, this game is fucking nuts. What the hell, dude?
Whoa! Yeah!
I'll take that. Dante.
Oh my god.
I do like the one shot of Dante a lot. It's like I like how it's such meme potential where he's just holding the hat and he's like, "I'll take that." I don't know. Maybe it's like a very basic like dumb meme, but I always like that shot, just like the way it looks, just the way he delivers that line. I don't know.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Devil May Cry 3. Actually, 3? Holy moly. Let's try that again. Welcome back to Devil May Cry 5. I had actually a couple days away from the game in order to do some other things, and I had a day off from you know, my normal streaming, so I'm coming back to it refreshed. And for what I'm going to understand, people are telling me I could probably beat the game today. Max Act. Right after an attack, activate Exceed with perfect timing to max out your Exceed gauge. So when I get Max Act and I time it right, I can charge up my sword instantly. A maximum level. Maybe I should get that. Jay Bowler says the speed makes you run faster. I don't think I need another
He needs chat to tell him that he can run faster. That is so insane.
another arm. Did I should get Max Act?
That confuses me. You think DSP would have bought that skill right away, because he does not like playing these games. Like, let me make it abundantly clear. DSP only plays these to make money. Like, he does not enjoy the act of sitting down and playing a game. And again, it's like in that RE1 stream where like they had the clip of Dr. Disrespect and he's like, "No, God, there's too many video. I have to sit down and play the video game. No, I have to play PUBG, and then I have to play Dead Space, and then Starfield. No," it's like that's actually how DSP feels about it, though. Like it's and it's like it's like this. So you think he would have invested in that skill earlier, just to get the game done just a little bit faster, right? But apparently not. I don't know. Maybe he is enjoying this game.
Yeah, and then we get it.
Watch him never use it, by the way.
And then maybe I'll get speed. Oh, I can't afford it. Never mind. I guess I'm not getting it.
Get to go wild.
But will he exceed? Yeah, exactly. That's my question. Like he's gonna buy this skill, but will he actually use it?
I got hit? I did. Man.
Well, it looks like he's not so far. How long do you think it's gonna... No, wait, these were in a previous mission. Yeah, these were in, what's it, mission 7, right? So he should already know that these spawn more enemies. He should already know that these spawn more enemies, but for some reason he's not... They're not his priority. Sorry, that beer's working its way up. These spawn points are not his priority for some reason, even though he already knows these just spawn more enemies. he's played Mission 7, right? Unless he found some way to skip it. Or maybe he played, no, because those appear in V's part of Mission 7 too. So I'm not entirely sure what on earth he's going on about.
Oh, there's a spawner right here.
Oh yeah, that big red lumpy thing that like the big red lumpy crevice that looks well, fuck.
That's what good pussy sounds like.
the big red lumpy crevice that like enemies are like visibly fucking spawning from, right? Oh, that spawns more enemies. The game does let him try moves before he buys them. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't know. Once again, this is like the easiest. This is the easiest of the DMC5 games. Not the DMC5 games. This is the easiest of the DMC games. So like, why they have so many like? This is an outdated game, right? Like an outdated game would just like assume you know what the skill does before you buy it, right? But like it's, oh my god, I don't know. Oh. I'm gonna get to the drink. Fucking hell.
God damn it. Alright, I did break the spawner, so that's good. Wait a minute, what happens if I break this in the middle of the room? Oh, I did break it. What happened? Oh. I skipped all the enemies. Oh my god, there's 100 enemies in this room. Is there another spawner? There is. There's 2 spawners in this room. No wonder. What the hell's going on? He grabbed me or something. I'm getting fucked up. I couldn't even see. Oh my god. I couldn't see what the fuck was going on at all. Perfect. Look at that. So as the swing is going downward, that's when you press the trigger to max rev the sword.
Okay, he's kind of learning the mechanic. I'm curious if chat told him that and he's just taking credit for it, or if like he actually figured that out.
I got an anonymous dollar tip saying, why don't you leave the videos on demand? If you want to watch the gameplay with chat, we missed the streams. Don't you understand that we said Twitch is the future? You still do that because I have many people, thousands of people who still watch on YouTube. Because I'm not abandoning those people, and you cannot monetize the same video content.
This has always confused me. Why does he record them and like upload them separately? Like it would be one thing if like he was taking the time to put them in like DaVinci Resolve or Premiere or some shit, and like kind of sharpen them and like color grade them a little bit, make them look a little nicer, and then re-upload them. Why does he record it as he's live streaming it and then just put up the raw recording? Like that's always confused me about how DSP does his shit. It's like if you want VOD viewers to watch your streams, he could just do what I do and leave the DVR on, because that gets converted into a video. Like that just does your job for you, and then like people can still check it out later. And then not only that, not only are they seeing the stream that they missed, they're also able to see stream chat. But no, DSP doesn't want you to see stream chat because there's a bunch of trolls lurking in there, right? And all of them are saying his wife is fat, or like he abuses his cat or shit like that. And it's like some of it's true, some of it is intended to piss him off, but it's kind of like, you know, DSP, he just wants to filter out all of that stuff, right? I don't know. It's like any other creator, this would not be a thing they have to do. They would not have to record and stream at the same time in OBS. They would just leave the VOD up on YouTube.
On 2 separate websites at the same time. That's why. It's been explained many times. But thank you for the dollar tip regardless. Thank you.
God, that splashed up my nose a bit. Fuck. Okay, this reminds me. I was gonna do a stream about Angry Joe at some point because I had some people come up to me and like just a spoiler warning, like these people were kind of ridiculous about it. But I had like a few like weird DMC fans come up to me and they were like, "Oh, you should stream the Angry Joe reviews of the DMC games because he doesn't understand them. He's not a DMC fan and like he misinterprets the games." And I'm like, "Oh, shit, okay, that might be fun. I'm down to kind of shit on Angry Joe a bit. And then like I'm glad I pre-watched them just to see if there's actually like any problems, because I don't want to have a Capcom cringe stream and then like it turns out like the video is not like problematic or like stupid in any way. So I pre-watched them and I was like, I don't see the issue here. And then after glancing at them, I was like, no, these seem perfectly fine. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna watch both of these reviews in full, because he did Devil May Cry 5 and he did the DMC reboot. And then like those entire reviews, I don't know if anyone else thinks differently, but those entire reviews, he was describing the game in a way that I felt was perfectly accurate to how those games are. And then I remember I got to the end of the DMC5 review and he gave that game a 9 out of 10. He gave this game a 9 out of 10. And when that happened, I kind of sat there for a moment and I was like, are they upset that he didn't give it a 10 out of 10? Like, because this is not a perfect game. It's a really damn good game. It's like about as close to perfect as like just a well-made action game could probably get. But there really is no such thing as a 10 out of 10 game, right? And then like, then I was like, okay, what's the DMC reboot video? What's his verdict on that? He accurately describes the problems with that game, you know, how the gameplay is pretty all right, but like the story and like the lore of the DMC reboot is kind of shit. I think he gave that game, what was it, like a 4 out of 10, but like he said, you know, this is not the worst game on earth. There's much worse games. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. The DMC reboot is not the worst game on earth. There are still a lot of people like who still like making combo videos for like that game, right? And it's like that game still has a fan base. It still has people who actually enjoy playing it. So I was looking back at it and I'm like, okay, I'm glad I previewed these, because like why would I do a stream about this? These are perfectly fine takes of the game. If anything, they are exactly my takes on these games. So I don't know. But I went on this whole tangent because I saw this boss rush part, and that was one thing I actually kind of agreed with Angry Joe on, where I'm like, yeah, it is a little stupid that like there's an entire V mission where you just refight the bosses as V, and like it's interesting in that way where you refight them as V, and of course you can do that in Bloody Palace too. So it is interesting in that aspect, but it does also come off as a little lazy. It's kind of like, oh, we needed a mission for V to do something, right? Let's see. I still watch his DMC review from time to time. The skit at the beginning is still funny. Yeah, exactly. Like I thought. I gotta say, like I'm not like the biggest Angry Joe fan. Like I'm not. I don't know. A lot of the Channel Awesome stuff, I've never watched a lot of Channel Awesome. I'll be honest with you. But like as far as like coming off as like someone who didn't regularly watch Angry Joe, like even I was watching his reviews of it and I thought the reviews were just fine. It's like, no, this is just like a regular review. I can imagine literally anyone else saying this. And like that's the other crazy thing about the Angry Joe reviews, right? Because like you could tell he's clearly played the other games, like because he actually happened to know like lore details and like gameplay mechanics details and things. And like another criticism he had for DMC5 was you play Dante so late in the game, but he also kind of justified it by saying, well, Dante is also like a mechanically complex character, so he can see why that happened. So I don't know. It's just looking back at it, I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't just go out on a limb and make a whole Angry Joe stream, and then it turned out he wasn't cringe. I'm glad I had the foresight to preview it, just like I previewed this one, and I saw DSV bitching about the graphics, and I'm like, I can't believe he's bitching about the graphics. Like, I don't know. That's the end of my tangent. Basically, that's like a stream that if it does happen, because it would be a cool thing to react to those videos. But if it does happen, it's probably not going to be a Capcom cringe. It'll probably be like its own separate thing. But yeah, I don't know. Those angry video game. I almost said AVGN. Those Angry Joe videos are pretty alright, I gotta say. Oh fuck. But it just goes to show you that like even DMC has like some of those weird fans where it's like the big game has to be perfect for some fucking reason, right? You can't name any flaws with DMC5, otherwise you're instantly an enemy, right? It is like a strange choice for DMC since 3 just put boss rushes towards the end. Yeah. It is a really strange choice. Again, it is cool that you're doing it as V. At least they're not making you redo them as like Nero or Dante. it makes a little more sense in that aspect, but also at the same time, it's kind of like they just needed V to do something. So I don't know. It does feel like a little pushed in there.
Beat the shit out of him. Uppercut. Teleported away. I can't get over there. Yeah, I can't get over there. This sucks. I'll get off of him for now.
I do gotta say, those guys I was talking about, though, those guys I was kind of shit talking a tiny bit, they're not representative of all DMC fans. Certainly not. There's weird fans in every fan base. Like, you know, there's the Ace Attorney fans who want to fuck Maya for some reason, and then there's the RE1 fans who have a weird thing for Ashley, and it's just like there's bad apples in every fan base. I just want to make that clear. Like, it's not representative of all DMC fans. In case I made a blanket statement, I don't think I did, but in case I did, I just want to say, like, it's not a blanket thing. It's probably just like a weird subgroup of them. I also have food in my mouth. I don't know why I'm talking right now, but anyways, yeah, just to be clear on that.
I have no dodge. Should have let him attack him. I'll let him attack him while I look for ultimate. I don't see any ultimate orbs though, so I don't know what I'm gonna do.
He doesn't know that he can read the book. That's funny. DMC is one of those rare games where, like, you can see the character do something in a cutscene, and you can actually do that in the game. Like in DMC 3, where, like, he flips that one dude over, and then he gets on him and shoots out of the ebony and ivory. You can do that in DMC 3. It's not even that hard either. And then, like, again, like this game, like, B always reads from the V book during his scenes, right? That's a mechanic he has. You can actually regenerate your devil trigger meter by doing that. So it is cool that the series does that, and it's also weird that DSP hasn't taken note of that.
Where the hell is he?
Or like I was saying earlier, where, like, Nero can pull enemies towards him. He does that in cutscenes, like in that mission 1 cutscene where, like, he was wrangling up all the bugs with, like, his arm. Like, you can do that in it. Well, maybe not necessarily ride the little bug. I don't know if that's a thing Nero can do, but you can certainly use the extension of the hands to pull enemies towards you. It's not a hidden mechanic. They even go out of their way to tell you about these things, you know? It's just, again, DSP, he'll read shit and then he won't process it. He'll just kind of forget, and then he wonders why he plays poorly. Kind of the same thing I've been saying this whole stream, pretty much.
There we go. He keeps running away. Pretty annoying.
Erratic.
I don't know how to build ultimate. Yeah, I don't know how to build the meter because there's no orbs in this room.
Come on, use the book, buddy. Come on, just pull
keeps
up the book.
teleporting away. I don't know what to do now. I can't attack him.
Okay, first of all, Shadow is like the optimal familiar to be using against, like, the what's it called? The fucking whatever this guy is, the Angelo boss. Oh, still wish they kept the mechanic where you slide on enemies. Yeah, exactly. Like, that would have been cool for Dante to do. I noticed they kind of removed a lot of stuff from DMC 3 going to 5, right? Because I remember in DMC 3 you could also swing on the sword, right? Like, you could stick your sword into the ground and you could swing around it kind of like it was a pole. You can't really do that. I think that was the old animation for Dance Macabre, wasn't it? Or something like that. It's kind of interesting how they removed a lot of that from Dante. I guess maybe they thought only, like, a young Dante would do it, and, like, an older, more mature Dante would find like a more tasteful way to do the same thing. Not tasteful, but like a more, like, adult way to do it. I don't know. maybe they saw stuff like that, or like the sliding on enemies, and was like, oh, only a teenager would think to do that. So I don't know. It just goes to show you they do think about like the actual like character's personality when they design like moves for the games and stuff, though. And it's not exclusive to DMC either. They do this stuff with Street Fighter all the time.
Yeah, I can't attack him at all. Oh, what do I do? I guess I just gotta run until it builds up. I'm gonna die now. Yeah, I'm gonna die. There's nothing I can even do about it. Oh wait, can you read the book? How do you read the book? I don't remember. I never did it. I never read the book before. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, the old dance macabre. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I remember that.
I don't remember. I never used it before.
Too much left to do.
I have no idea how to read the book. Well, I got ultimate bag anyway, because I died. R2 reads the book? Oh. Well, he's almost dead. Now he is dead.
But the following contraries, these are true.
Okay then. Alright, cool. But now I got the bird, I should be able to jump high enough to get the other items in this room before I leave. Oh, never mind, they're not gonna let me? Oh.
What? Big giant door opens and he's like, oh, they're not gonna let me leave?
It's time we got back on course.
Yeah, see, there's gotta be a way to get up there. Yep, here we go. Oh, come on now. I wonder if there's items behind the other ones, too. X-Legacy Chew said, I feel like Nero is the hardest character to combat with. He's kind of bland. I agree with you. I think Nero is the hardest character to play the game with.
What? Damn, I forget even his chat has really weird takes. It's like, no, maybe it's just me, but Nero is like really flowcharty outside of the arms. That was his biggest problem in DMC4. Like, Nero was just like one great big flowchart in DMC4, and then DMC5, because they gave him the whole arm mechanic, he's a lot more unique and a lot more fun to play. But like, generally Nero is just like this big flowchart where it's like you get him into the air and you keep him in the air as long as possible. You know, it's like you do YY into roulette, and then you do like the dash, and then you pull him towards you. You use the gun to propel him in the air. I don't know. Nero's game plan is not that hard. It's basically just you stay in the air as long as possible.
Because Dante has so many abilities that he's just constantly switching and doing crazy shit. V, are you kidding me? All you gotta do is spam buttons with V. All you gotta do is spam buttons and you win. For some reason, I can't reach this goddamn thing. Oh, here's a gold thing hidden out here. Let me go grab this. But no, I agree. V is so easy to play with.
Yeah, Nero question mark. It's like, Nero is not that hard.
And Dante's fun to play with because of the variety. Nero is very limited in my opinion. So.
They deliberately designed Nero for new DMC players, because like DMC4, it was like the first DMC they put on Xbox, right? So they were expecting like a larger audience to play that game. They deliberately designed Nero to be for new players. So he's, and it just goes to show you, because like he's not that hard to play. I don't know. It's like I don't know. D is in his chat again. It's nothing new that they have weird takes.
What? I just don't like this anymore. This is so dumb. There's a phantom guy over here Who's shooting me with arrows? There he is. A secret mission. Get to the goal without touching the ground. Oh, great. Oh, great. How am I going to do this? All I can do is hover once, right? Do not touch the ground. How the fuck do I do this? Alright, Infinite just gives it a sub to Kate. Thank you, Infinite, again, and congratulations, Kate. I don't know how to do this.
Well, you don't do it that way, buddy.
I fucked up. Wait a minute. If I can summon... Yeah, if I can summon...
Is he thinking of summoning Nightmare? And
No, I
riding
can't.
on
I
him?
don't have ultimate. I need ultimate. If I had ultimate, I could summon Nightmare.
I have to say, like, if they did give you the 3 bars of DT to summon Nightmare so you could ride on him, that actually would be a really clever way to do this.
And jump on him and walk, and then jump and use the bird again. But I don't think you could do this without ultimate, right? I'm almost positive you need it, and I don't see anywhere I could charge it.
Well, first of all, you charge it with the
So I
book,
don't
but
see how to
also,
do
like,
this.
Nightmare is not needed. I was able to do this without Nightmare.
Huh. Can you mash circle? Yeah, but you fall. Nope. Oh, that's right. Howling Wolf Joey says you could read the book. He's right. You gotta read the book. That's what you gotta do.
Oh,
Get
is
your
he
ultimate.
really
There
gonna
you
try
go.
Nightmare?
Read the stupid book.
The angel that
I honestly forgot how I did this one. It's been a while.
presided on my birth said, little creature formed of joy and mirth, go love without the help of anything on earth. To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wild flower, hold infinity in the
He's
palm
gonna
of
be
your
here for a
hand,
while.
and eternity in an hour.
Didn't work. What the hell?
Angel that presided on my birth
Not
said,
working.
little creature formed of joy and mirth, go love without the help of
I think it only charges when you're in combat, right? I'm trying to remember.
anything on earth.
It doesn't work. It only gives me during combat. Well, that fucking sucks.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad chat told him that. Yeah, because it's basically a taunt, and some of the taunts do recharge like DT. Like I know the Virgil has that one taunt. Now I kind of remember. Yeah,
I'm not gonna make
it's all in the timing.
it.
You just jump off and you summon Griffin at around the right timing, and he kind of carries you to it. Okay, we know he's gonna struggle.
I got
with
much
this one.
closer. Fort Gala- I couldn't. I was at it. I just couldn't see where the fuck it was because the camera moved. Sucks. Oh, I fucking landed on it. What am I doing? Why?
Jeez, how long does he spend on
That
this?
was enough to earn me. Got it. Cool. I believe I can fly. I just gotta try.
It's like I said earlier. It's like, man, if you can't do these, you can just skip them. I mean, you're only gonna play this game once. These blue orbs really only matter if you're gonna play the game like a couple other times.
Goofy for that. And that was enough to earn me another health. That's cool.
That's another weird thing about DSP. He'll like try to 100% a game on like the first run, which is just so weird because it's like he clearly wants to get it over with as soon as possible.
My journey is coming to an end.
Oh, we'll miss you, V. Not really. I'm seriously not breaking all my arms. Oh man, I forgot about the super armor bullshit.
It's all on the timing, man. Like, yeah, they have super armor, but like if you just strike at the right time, you can parry them. There you go. See? See? Not that hard.
Oh, that was another one. Tried to dodge, didn't do anything.
Try to dodge. Okay. Again, I shouldn't expect him to know Nero combos, but I feel like the one move, I forget what it's called, the move that's basically streak but in midair. It's the back to forward input, you know. I feel like by this point he would know to use that, or he should know, I mean. Or you know what? He should especially know to pull the demon closer to him, unless it was, I don't remember if it was stunned actually. Let's see, was it stunned? Was it possible to drag it towards him? Okay, I think when it's falling like that, you can't really pull it towards you, I don't think. Yeah, remember when he thought Nero and Dante had the same song for some fucking reason?
Oh, I forgot to charge my sword the whole time. I totally forgot to charge it or rep the sword. Oops.
Chat forgot to remind him.
With Nero. You know what it is? Because I only played Devil May Cry 4 once. Well, I played, you know, 1 and 3 and DMC. So I'm actually used to like playing with Dante.
Okay, apparently he's played more than I thought.
Just make every excuse in the fucking book.
Thank God he didn't play 2.
Oh, come on now. That was stupid. Yeah, see? I need to jump and target those orbs. So I can go over there and get that item. And then I can go up there and get that gold orb. But I can't seem to get it to target it for some reason. I made it. Nice. Okay.
But whatever works, works, I guess. I was about to say there's a much better move you could use for that.
Well, guess what? Fuck this. I'm not doing it. I seriously don't care. That's not even my fault. That's because it wouldn't target it. So fuck this. I don't care about the stupid gold orb. The gold orb can go to fucking hell. I'm not going to waste an hour doing it. What the hell? Let me guess, this whole thing is a crazy challenge run with Nero to get to that. I almost guarantee it. Watch. After launching punchline, call it back by holding circle. Use jet gadget to climb steep slopes. The higher you stylish rank, the longer you can ride.
Gotta get airborne if I want to cross.
They seriously want me to break all my fucking hands? What are they, stupid? They expect me to break all of my hands in order to get a punchline.
You're not gonna be able to do it otherwise, man.
I totally forgot about the grapple, by the way.
All right, let's see if he can figure this one out. I have my doubts.
So I don't know if I'm gonna do this. I don't want to destroy all my fucking arms.
You only gotta
this.
sacrifice one, man. Come on. It's not.
Oh, okay. I was able to do it. So what did they say? Jump and hold circle?
No, hold circle to call it back. No, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I thought they said jump and hold. Oh, it's already gone. It's already been destroyed. I don't know why. Great. Well, that was a waste of time.
Oh, great. He's gonna be like, why isn't the arm reappearing?
Yeah, that was a complete waste of time. I don't. They didn't really explain it. They said something about holding circle. So I try it and the fucking glove blows up. Press circle, then jump and hold circle. I don't know what I'm. They want me to ride the wall the whole fucking way somehow.
Yeah.
Which I'm not gonna be able to do. I'm just gonna go get the fucking art piece.
God. Oof is right.
Okay, continuing on.
Okay, so he skipped this orb because he didn't want to figure it out, but like all of the other ones, he was stubborn enough to try. I don't understand, man. Like,
excuse me. What's hilarious is people are saying I'm not interacting with the chat. Well, I'm concentrating on the game.
No, he's just reading
a lot of attention. It's not the kind of game where you can like unplug from the game and not pay.
You're not in constant combat, DSP. Like you can read the chat in between. There are people who regularly stream this game and they're able to interact with chat because it's really not that demanding. The game gives you moments of peace in between.
Combat, we're challenging platforming, so I'm not exactly sure what some people are expecting.
I don't know. I'm not the first person to tell DSP how to do his fucking job.
Different games are different kinds of interactions depending on the gameplay style that the game requires, you know? Toxify it. Like right now, let me look at the chat and start talking to people. Good idea. Overly toxic. You know, it's hard. Certain games, you know, there's a lot of opportunity for chat interaction. Others, there's not. Like this game, I have to concentrate, or else I'm gonna fail and suck. And then people will say, "Oh, Phil sucks. This game's playthrough sucks." You know. But then if I don't interact with chat and I concentrate on the game, oh, I see this is an interactive chat. Phil sucks. So no matter what, I suck.
Yep, I'm toxic.
Whoa, I did not mean to do that. Fuck. Meant to kind of skip past it. Let's see, where the fuck were we? Shit.
So I go over there and get that item.
Okay, hold on. How did I do that? What?
Double S, not bad. Once.
There we go.
Oh, there's 2-3 over here. Dude, I haven't ripped the sword once. There we go. Double X, not bad. I was revving the sword during the combo. Revving the sword during the combo seemed to give me a lot of bonus style points. That wasn't so bad because they were stuck on the platform, so they couldn't actually like grab me or anything. They were kind of stuck in place.
He's almost at mission 18. I kind of wonder how he's going to react at the end of mission 17, where he sees it's not Mundus.
If they had been on the ground in a more open area, it probably would have been more annoying. Boss time!
You won't even make a good offer.
Yeah, I purposely blew it up. It didn't do much damage, though. Whoa. I tried to dodge. Didn't seem to work. What the hell? I don't know what's hitting me. I can't see. I keep getting hit. I don't know why. What though? She's using.
What? The motherfucker's getting the Bowser down B on him, and he's
using. Yeah, look, she's using projectile attacks. So I'm fucked now. I have no health and no arm. Every time she jumps, I dodge. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, I can't dodge her jump at all. Every time she did it, I would press either back, left, or right, and X while holding the L or R1, and it doesn't do anything. I still get hit. Constantly.
DSP one of these days, he's gonna finally get fucking face at by a woman. He's gonna be like, "What hit me?"
Whining. Wah, wah. Shut the fuck up. God damn.
Could you imagine if DSP's life kind of like operated on video game logic and like he just ran like his cat will like scratch at him and he's like, "I couldn't dodge that."
Shut up. Broke my arm immediately. Dude, see? I can't do anything. There's nothing I can do about it.
He's finally exceeding, gamers.
Hit again. Every time she jumps, I get hit. I can't dodge it.
I can't dodge it, guys.
They're right in front of me and I'm not hitting them. Yep.
Oh my god, this entire game, he's never switched to Trickster. He has it on Swordmaster and he's not even using the Swordmaster move. Like, if the Swordmaster move might actually reach those guys, but he's not even using them. Oh, he finally chooses to use the B button, but it's after the enemy's like falling out of his reach, right?
They're right in front of me. I still can't hit them.
This playthrough is giving me depression. It's like, come on, man.
I hate that the camera still, I can't tell the depth that I am. So if I'm close enough to enemies or not. And because of that, I miss a lot. I whiff when I think I'm right in front of them. I whiff my attacks.
Yeah, like, man gets into a fight and wonders why his dodge won't come out. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. It's like, he couldn't do like the slightest bit of preparation ahead of time. It's like, this whole game, it tells you what to do. It tells you how to play it, you know? It's not like, it's not these outdated, cryptic early 2000s games that he's talking about, right? Like, it's the game deliberately tells him these things and he doesn't fucking get into it. I don't know. It's like I kind of am curious what he does in real life whenever there's like a minor little bit of conflict, you know?
Hold circle with the sword equipped swords remote and hold O1.
Well, actually, you know what? I do know what he does. He runs away. Him and low tier god like to just run away. That's all they fucking do.
Charge Sin Devil trigger. Oh, that's right. If I hold L1 down, You get the better devil trigger. That's right. I forgot about that.
Low tier god is like probably a whole head taller than me, and like even I could probably intimidate him somehow. I'm not an intimidating guy, but you know what? If I went up to low tier god and said, "Yeah, I'll beat your ass if you talk shit about me," you know, he's not gonna fight back. He's just gonna run away. Same with DSP. It's like like I don't know. You know, speaking of low tier god, I heard he recently has like an acting career or some shit. I haven't really been keeping up with him, but like it's funny because in my recent Street Fighter video, I was like, oh, it's gonna be really hard for him to get an acting career. And then like a month later, a lot of weird shit has happened since I released that video. Snake Eyes won like another tournament or some shit with like Modern Zangief. And then so it was funny that I talked about Snake Eyes in that video, and then like a month later, Snake Eyes is doing like again, like hits another milestone, right? And then like in like the same vein of like weird like past like time curseness, LTG finally gets an acting job or some shit, and it's like, what the hell? I don't know. That things have been insane lately.
God damn! That was awesome. I received an anonymous $11 tip. Someone asked me, do I have a role model? Not really.
What is your role model?
It's like I've said in my life, I always kind of just tried to be my own person. I never really like, oh, I want to try to be like this person, or I want to live up to be like that person. I mean, there's certain people in my life that obviously, you know, I respect. My dad, who busted.
What's that one guy's name? Like Robert Madoff, you know, the guy who ran like the whole, what's it called? That big company that was just a big, that company that was just like a big pyramid scheme. That's DSP's role model, just like some big fucking scammer, you know.
To his ass, many years to put food on the table. You know, during a time when things were not as good as a lot of people like to make it out to be, or a time when like it wasn't as easy for him to get solid work and stuff. But
yeah, his dad couldn't order DoorDash, guys. You don't understand how hard his dad had it, you know. His dad couldn't get DoorDash, and he didn't have a wife to clean up the whole house for him, you know. Haven't kept up with LTG, but I thought he was aspiring to be an actor for the last few years. Yeah, it's weird. Like I was just browsing YouTube one day, and I saw, I didn't actually watch it, but I saw like a video recommended to me because I was watching a bunch of LTG shit, and it was like LTG finally got an acting job. And like it was curious enough to where I was like, what the fuck, he got one? But at the same time, it wasn't like compelling enough for me to click on it. So I don't know anything about it either. But like I mean, if he has an acting job, good on him. But I'm also like, how the fuck did he get an acting job? There's clips of him like just screaming the N-word as loud as fucking possible, like the second you type in his name. So I don't know. Or like there's the articles of him getting banned from Evo because he shat on that one like transgender player or something, or non-binary. I forget what it is. But like there's the time like he harassed like one of his viewers because they were autistic, and then like sent him a death threat or some shit afterwards. It's I don't know.
Outside of that, not really. You know, I don't really, like I said, I never really had, oh my god, I want to live, I want to be like this person, I want to meet this person, they're a role model to me. Nope, that's never really happened for me. I've always been my own person, pretty much. Not saying that it's wrong to have a role model either in life. I just never had that.
Oh my god, what is this, like the 5th time?
Well, he went to a different elemental mode now.
You know, I wasn't joking when I said this is a consistent theme with the enemies in this game. It's a rule they establish in the game. Big particle effect gets sucked into the enemy. It usually means it's going to be expelled right afterwards. Again, it doesn't take a genius to figure this out. Maybe like the first couple times it gets you with Goliath, right? But like after this, you should already have this shit figured out, man.
This fight's a real shock.
You know, it's not like the game has tried to teach you it throughout the entire course of the fucking video game. Again, my fucking god!
I take monstrous damage.
At least hold down Royal Guard, my guy.
do anything.
Ready for a show.
You just shoot all the fucking orbs. Doesn't do anything. What? I thought I was over it. Oh my.
When you shoot the orbs, they can't hit you anymore. That's the point of shooting the orbs. You know, there's a lot of orbs they're taken out with one bullet each. So, you know, ideally the idea is you pull out Ebony and Ivory and you shoot them each individually, and then they can't hurt you. So, you know, it's not that it does nothing to shoot them. It actually does a lot. It means they can't hurt you.
Oh my god. They're so slow.
You're so slow, says the guy who refuses to buy the speed skill or use Trickster or use Trickster teleport. It's like there are so many tools in this game he doesn't use. He gotta fall back a bit. Yeah, exactly. It's like how many times does this have to happen before he finally figures it out? Now I wonder, is he gonna repeatedly get stabbed by Virgil when he does like the obvious teleport away and then like the big stinger move? Like is he gonna repeatedly fall for that? Like there are so many obvious cues that these bosses do, and he doesn't acknowledge a single one of them.
I just can never reach him. Look, he ran away again. I can't fucking reach him. It's so annoying. Let me fucking hit the guy. Alright, fuck this. Just fucking kill him. Taking too long. Taking too fucking long to beat him. Every time I have him in a combo, he runs away and then I have to fucking take a million years to get back to him. No idea. It seems like I just keep using the
It's Mundus, guys.
devil trigger is the only real way to damage him effectively.
What do you mean?
Apparently it was frozen in midair. Keep dodging.
Giant fucking particle effects coming out of the ground, and he's surprised something happened with the ground.
Every time I go to hit him, he fucking does something with super armor, or yeah, something with super armor or something to teleport away. Annoying as fuck. Oh my god.
He is lucky this game is so generous with the golden orbs, because I remember playing the previous DMC games and they were not.
There.
Like, I remember my first playthrough of DMC 3, because again, I'm not like the greatest DMC player of all time, you know. I would have to repeat entire missions because like I didn't have a gold orb and I would die, you know, understandably, because it's like I'm kind of new to the series, so it makes a lot of sense that I would die a few times. Nothing to really be embarrassed about or anything. Just kind of goes with it. But like when you're DSP level, it's kind of like, I don't know.
I finally got a fucking move because he got stunned. About time.
They're brothers? Why are they fighting each other?
Mundus is his brother, guys.
The Alpha and the Omega, Virgil. This is it. Pretty bad writing. I mean, it's real dumb.
Bad writing?
Back to life.
Bad writing?
They're so dumb. They just let them fucking merge. Urzen ate the fruit of the cliff off and gained power beyond reckoning, but Dante's new strength proved greater still. The Furious Battle.
No, it's he thought he was gonna kill Urizen for good, because that's what V does. When the demons are defeated, V stabs him with the fucking cane, and the demon dies. It's not bad writing. That's what V's been doing this whole fucking time. So they probably thought that's what V was doing. And then V said something sus, and that's when Dante finally pieced it together and was like, oh, shit, I made a mistake. And that's why you ran up to him. No, it's not bad writing. It's following the conventions of the fucking game. They've been with V this entire goddamn game. They've seen him stabbing demons with the fucking cane. Like, it's not... First it's Mundus, and now it's just bad writing.
Battle reaches climax with Dante finally bringing the demon to his knees. As the life embedded from the Urizen, ebbed from Urizen, V approached and merged with the fallen king, where once stood man and demon, Virgil was restored. And yes, it is bad writing. It's basically the cliche anime bullshit where the heroes are so dumb, they just let the fucking guy merge and become more powerful because they're stupid as hell.
It's not because he's stupid. The entire fucking I said this already. The entire fucking game, they saw V stab the demons with his cane. It's not bad writing, though. That's what he's done the whole game. Why would they expect it to be different this time?
The whole story, and they're so dumb they let him walk over there.
Yeah, they let him walk over there because he offered to kill Urizen himself. He said it was his duty to murder Urizen. That's what they thought he was gonna fucking do. I don't understand. Why is he sitting there watching these cutscenes and then not paying attention to them? Why is he playing this game and then just not paying attention to it?
Let me guess. I'm dead weight? Well, you can
That's
show
not
it.
it, Nero.
What is it then?
He's your father.
What?
Oh my god, it's Mundus level again. Oh my god, it's fucking Mundus level. He's your father, and he's like, oh, that's funny. But that is not the reaction you have to that. It's this insanely like it's this insanely tense like facts that like Nero doesn't know how he's gonna handle it, and he's just like
What? No! Oh my god, it's so cliche.
It is no though, cause cause Nero's dad is Virgil.
Time I saw you, but I just wasn't sure.
Oh my god, this is great.
And then I saw how the Yamato reacted, and I was certain.
That's right, because he had the Yamato for a while.
He's your father.
Oh my god, that's great. I am your father.
Now
No!
he needs an ass kicking.
It's not true!
But I can't have you go kill your old man.
He doesn't understand. Nero never knew his father like his entire fucking life. And then he finds out his father is like this insane, like crazed man who created this like demon tree just to fucking get back at his uncle. It's like, yeah, you would be a little shocked that that guy's your dad. You know, finding out that the biggest dick in the fucking universe is your dad. Like, yeah, that kind of would be impactful in some way. Wouldn't be something you would react to with,
Oh my god.
I can't believe that shit.
It's like I said, it's so cliche. It's fucking Star Wars.
It's not Star Wars. He didn't know his dad his entire fucking life.
It just seems like every time I want it, half the time it goes the wrong direction, or if it comes down, I get hit anyway. Thank you to the anonymous 240-bit cheerer, whoever that was. I appreciate that.
It's not like Virgil was like converted to the dark side and used to be like a good guy, you know? Virgil was always just like, God, it's not Star Wars though. It's fucking not Star Wars.
Cheer, the newest feature on Twitch here, people have been using recently.
Does this mean that he thinks Star Wars is bad writing? Like, I don't understand. Why call the game bad writing and then be all like, "Oh, it's a." I mean, it's not like Star Wars is like the greatest writing in the universe, but like you can't take like a game and say it has bad writing and then be all like, "Oh, it's just like one of the most beloved media franchises of all time." It's like you can't do that. At least you can't do that and expect anyone to take you seriously. I still can't fucking believe his reaction to that was.
Yes, I know you could dodge in trickster form. That requires you to form change on the fly in reaction to an enemy attack.
Like I wasn't expecting him to like shit himself. Like I wasn't expecting him to be like, Virgil is just nuts. Yeah, exactly. Like I wasn't expecting him to be like DMC mega fan who like somehow never pieced it together that Virgil is Nero's father, right? Even though, despite all the hints that the series gives you, but like there's a certain level where like you kind of sit back and you're like, oh shit, that is a lot to take in, right? Because like I said, Virgil is just like this insane maniac. He's doing all of this just to get back at his brother. So it's like I don't know.
That coming out, which would be incredibly annoying and difficult. Oh shit, there's stuff over here. Look. There's hidden stuff up here. Okay, hold on. But I suck. I'm a terrible gamer. I'm horrible.
Oh, I was curious how he was gonna fare against this boss fight.
Yeah, ridiculous amount of health. Oh, the nightmare's back. Oh, what the hell? What happened? I think they got their health back or something. I have no idea.
Griffin flew into you. That's what happened.
Gimmick fight. Now I'm out. I have no idea what happened. It looks like they were getting their health back, but I don't know.
Yeah, they're getting their health. Yeah, they're getting their health back. That's an ability that Nightmare has had the entire game. Are you telling me you played this entire game, all of those V missions, and you never figured out that Nightmare did that? You know, I'm not surprised, because this entire fucking game, he never figured out Trickster existed. Oh, I guess it only took him one try, huh?
Done with the game. Which Devil May Cry game is your favorite?
That's insane. Either Outsider cut like a bunch of shit out, or like it only took him one try.
Dude, I told you when I started playing this game. I can't say I barely remember the others. I only played them once ever, and that was years ago before I even.
Wait, was that someone in chat critiquing like how you reacted to that?
All right, Kanji Monster Cheaty said, now that you're almost done with the game, which Devil May Cry game is your favorite? Oh, dude, I told you when I started playing this game. I can't say I barely remember the others. I only played them once ever, and that was years ago before I even did direct capture. I can't even really remember them. So that'd be completely unfair for me to have to make a judgment like that.
Yeah, that is honestly insane. Again, like the whole outdated thing, right? Where he's like, he wants to talk outdated. DMC4 came out in what, like 2008? Like by that point, he was still some fucking idiot recording his TV screen. So like to think this entire decade of like no DMC games, right? Except the reboot, of course. But like oh yeah, still hasn't Royal Guarded. That's another good point. Like I think I saw him switch to Gunslinger, but I highly doubt he even used anything with that. He probably did it by accident. But like it's like I was saying, like these fucking outdated games, right? He says that when it's been like 11 years since the last time he played one. I don't know. It's fucking insane.
I'd be like, oh yeah, this was a bad.
Like, of course you barely remember DMC4 because it was a whole decade ago. But I don't have to instantly replay DMC4 to tell you that DMC5 is just a much more polished game. That was kind of the major flaw of DMC4 was it was a fucking unfinished game.
I just remember doing combos, and I remember the fixed cameras of the first game that were kind of like Resident Evil, how we talked about that. And that's it. Like I'm not a huge enough fan to have replayed these games a bunch of times to say something like that. I don't know, man. Ah, I finally dealt some damage to him.
Just like old times.
Do you want to play the fucking game?
Oh boy, it's just about time to settle.
Hell no, he goes to his double trigger. I'm gonna have to revive 100 times.
Okay, I was wondering how many gold orbs he had by this point. I guess it makes a lot of sense that he's only got 7, given he probably died a shit ton of times in the last few missions.
My turn now.
Oh my god. What? What is this, number 9? The 9th time he's done this?
Stop this! Froze time and took a giant chunk of my health.
I somehow forgot Boss Virgil even had that move. Like it didn't even occur to me, like when he fell victim to like all the other AoE attacks, that like my fucking god.
I wonder if I should be using Royal Guard to parry. I probably am, right?
Chat had to tell him of Royal Guard.
Prepare.
What's he doing?
Oh, he's gonna fly towards you.
Oh. Oh. No idea what's going on.
Thought I was dead? Ha! Too bad. Not in a million years.
Now he has a clone. What the fuck? Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I can't do anything. I just constantly getting.
Again, he barely remembers DMC4, so he probably doesn't even remember that like Nero had a stand, and of course Virgil's stand would be a little more advanced. He would be able to control it independently of himself, so I don't know.
Hey, look! I can't even move. Is it everything I do I get hit? Look, I can't move. I can't do anything. I can't stop getting hit. Oh my god. There. I had to cheat. I had to revive multiple times to win. I still lost. Ugh.
Now, how's he gonna fare as Nero?
Yeah, when he had that clone out, I couldn't even do anything. I was like, oh, maybe I'll dodge and hit the clone. I couldn't do shit.
Yeah, dumbass. You can't remember through that thick skull of yours?
Well, well. That was a long time ago.
I guess you were young once too. As much as I'd love to hear that story, I think it's about time we
ended this.
Watch him watch the scene where like Nero's reaching out. He's like, "I'm not letting you die," and then he's like, "Two
devils, red versus blue." Oh. Okay. Surprise. An anime twist. Surprise.
Anime twist. No. It's a non-linear story. Presumably while they were fighting, something was happening with Nero. That's been the case for the entire game. While you've been playing with as one character, the other characters were usually doing something. My fucking god. It's not a surprise when you keep in mind that Nero was not there during that entire fight, and given how the entire game story is structured, it only makes sense that Nero was off doing something else while Dante and Virgil were fighting, right? I don't know.
A brotherhood defined by hatred and grudging respect, a rivalry for the ages. Virgil and Dante clashed, all their grievances, their enmity.
It's not a surprise, it just makes sense.
One decisive battle, but this would not be their end. Nero, having found his own reasons to fight, comes between his father and uncle. There will be no fratricide this day. That was Nero. Oh, really?
Oh, really? Really, nigga?
Oh, again, that was not me that said that.
I was alone.
Who the fuck is 𝐂𝐑𝐏𝐿?
Were all I knew.
You dummy!
Okay, in fairness to him, Kyrie doesn't barely fucking exist in this game, so I'll give him a pass.
And I'm coming home.
𝐂𝐑𝐏𝐿, I'm too stupid to carry around a cell phone in 2019. I have to use these payphones.
Did you not see the whole fucking world being destroyed? Like, maybe the cell towers aren't functional. Like, what are you fucking talking about? What? I mean, it is a little weird that that random payphone was still working, but like, I don't know. It's like, there's probably some reason for it, right?
Not having enough strength. But this time is different. I swear! I'm not letting you die!
Shit. His arm grows back, and he realizes he has double powers just like his uncle and his father. Yes.
Stay back.
God, this is making me miserable, man.
I have no idea what's going on. I can't even see. I seriously can't see. I don't know who I even am. He's teleporting all over the fucking screen, so I can't see him. Now I'm dead. I don't know what's going on. It's pretty stupid. It's awesome music and just chaotic fucking graphics. You can't pay attention to what's going on. Look, I don't know what happened. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Just revive till I win. Good thing I have so many. Revive quick! Revive! Revive! Oh my god. Oh, here we go with the flight bullshit. Wow, great dodge.
DSP, come on, Phil. They give you an entire new move that happens to work as like a really effective counter to that shit. They design and give you an entire new move just now that happens to work really well against Virgil, because that's how bosses work. They give you a new weapon and you use it on the boss you encounter right afterwards. It's supposed to teach you how to use the weapon. My god.
Yeah, dude, I just dodged twice and you hit me right through the dodges. Great. Well, whatever. At least it's almost over. I'm sure if I was a Devil May Cry aficionado, I would love this.
My fucking god, again.
fucking running away. Look, she's running away.
Hold on to that until then.
I was expecting him to go again.
How silly. So they go down to the underworld to sever the roots of the tree, which doesn't make any sense because Virgil did it on purpose earlier, but now he thinks it's bad. Yeah, this plot's all over the place.
No, it's not all over the place. Virgil separated his demon self from his human self to get back at Dante, and then he realized he bit off a little more than he could chew. So, fuck. All right. Well, already I'm about to head out. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Kazama. Yeah, this stream is pretty much almost over. We've got a few more minutes of this to go, and I'll probably quit after this because I laughed so fucking hard earlier that I'm kind of like exhausted now. My head's kind of hurting. But yeah, like for real, man. This plot is not all over the fucking place. All right, peace. Hell yeah. By the way, thank you everybody who's stopping by. I know some people are gonna watch this in VOD form too. Like everybody who sat down to like watch this, thank you so much for doing so. Like for real. This stream has been a lot of fun, I gotta say. This plot is not all over the place though. Like I was saying, Virgil did this to get revenge against Dante. He didn't realize what he was doing. He bit off a little more than he could chew, so he returned to his old self. And, you know, he decided, okay, yeah, maybe this was a little extreme. So he's going back with Dante, and he's coming back to cut it down. It's just Virgil having, like, a very reasonable reaction to all of this. He kind of sees all of this transpire and go, like, completely nuts and out of control. And, like, that's just... my fucking god, man. It's...
Like I said, the combat's great. I like the combat a lot, but some of the boss fights are there's so many graphical things going on. I didn't know what the fuck happened at all during that whole fucking Virgil boss fight. I didn't know what anything was.
What?
I was just mashing to try to win because I know what the fuck was going on.
They gave you an ability. They give you a tutorial for the ability. They tell you what it does, how to use it. You didn't follow any of it. So yeah, of course you didn't know what you were doing. Because like that's what happens when you don't read the fucking tutorials for the game. I don't know what you were expecting, man.
Oh, hey, I'm still freaking
We go over this so many times. I realize I'm like a record spinning on repeat, but Jesus fucking Christ, man. Happens again and again and again with this guy.
So they did it. They saved the world.
Duh. Your arm? Who the hell grows an arm back? It's just weird.
DSP is the one person on Earth where journalism difficulty isn't enough for him. Like I get the whole meme of like journalists can't play video games, but like DSP is the one person that like journalists like actually represent. Like it's oh god. And the worst part is there are more people like him. There are more people like him on this planet. I'm kind of like DSP. I'm as bad at fucking video games as he is. Granted, I'm not as stupid as he is, but god fucking damn, man.
Feels good.
So is that it? You fight through the credits like you did in previous Devil May Cry?
That's another thing. He moved his webcam to like conveniently right where I put it, right? And then like the entire stream, he kept it in the same place, which is weird. Why did he start it out in the top right again? I don't know.
Games.
I just feel like yelling again. I do this every time I react to DSP. I fucking do this shit where like I feel like yelling by the end of it. It's like I'm so frustrated.
Yep, that's it. That's the end.
As soon as we get back.
No, there's one more segment, buddy. Can he handle this?
Yeah, so they completely ignored the fact that Virgil is a mass murderer. What the hell?
What do you mean?
Like millions of people, bro.
What? Just gonna keep playing this. Just gonna fucking like, come on, man. Fucking.
It was cop.
Like, come on, man. Come on. Okay,
Hell on earth, that's okay. fine. Yep, now you fight during the credits. Oh, it ended. Haha. So my feelings on the game, quite frankly, I do think it's a great game. And I think that if you love the free-flowing combat of Devil May Cry, this is definitely going to please you. In fact, we haven't really had many games like this. If you think about the last several years, right? The only game that comes close, I guess, would be kind of God of War. But outside of that, we haven't had any game with total free-flowing combat and stuff like this in a long time. The plot, I mean, I totally followed it and I liked it. At the end, it's kind of a letdown that there's no resolution to anything. Like, oh, yes, the demon tree killed everyone on Earth, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. And we don't even care. We don't...
No, it's not that it's perfect. God. They're cutting the tree down. Yeah, the tree took a lot of people's lives. That's why they're cutting it down. It's... Oh my fucking god!
You know, we're not angry at Virgil for all of this or anything. Kind of silly. But, you know, it is what it is. It's definitely an exception or a reason for why the game exists.
We're not angry at Virgil, but we sent Dante down there to keep an eye on him, right? Yeah. We totally forgot that Virgil is a madman that, like, caused, like, the deaths of, like, hundreds of thousands of people, right? But no, we're just gonna keep, you know, Dante's just there to keep an eye on him, just because he felt like it, you know? It's not for any particularly good reason, like, you know, the deaths of, like, tons of people.
You know, why the plot exists, and it's good, I liked it. Overall, it grew on me the more I...
Oh, right, the plot was bad, but it was good, right, DSP? Just like the graphics were bad, but good?
Played it, I enjoyed it more, actually. So I'm glad that...
Yeah, that's typically what happens with these games, you know, when you play them more and you actually take the time to learn how they fucking work. Yeah, you typically like them a lot more.
I actually did play it, and even though
it's almost as if you, like, it's ironic that he said if I actually did play it. Like, no, for real, DSP, like, if he actually did play it, like, if he actually sat down and played it instead of just reading text and, like, going in one ear and out the other, it's like this. No, you would enjoy this game a lot more. You really would enjoy this game a lot more. You would have enjoyed it way more, but no, you didn't. You just fucking tried to speedrun it. It's kind of like fucking Chibi Neko Deming speedrunning Paper Mario. It's like you speedrun it, but you're like the worst fucking speedrunner imaginable. It's like, come on.
No, I'm not a huge Devil May Cry fan. For me, I wasn't looking for a resolution of story or whatever. The combat did end up being good. If anything, I'm a little disappointed you don't play as the other characters like Lady and Trish. Probably would be awesome to play with, and they're...
Oh my god.
Definitely main characters of the game, but they're just kind of side characters who don't really have any input on anything. They're just there to hold.
That's another thing to think about. Like, if this game didn't give DSP as many gold orbs as it did, would DSP end up hating this fucking game? Would he have rage quit it? Because that's typically what happens when DSP plays like a hard game. He just fucking rage quits.
Bots, placeholders. Maybe it'll be DLC. Maybe they'll sell DLC for this game. You know, that will do everything. You know what I mean? Literally, it was Urizen's fault. Yeah, but Urizen was created because Virgil actively decided to separate himself, and he knew that would happen. So basically, it was his fault.
Well, he knew it was going to separate the demon and the man side of him, but he didn't know Urizen was going to grow a giant fucking tree to obtain this, like, unobtainable, mysterious fruit that turns him into a fucking god. Like, Virgil never predicted that. He thought, oh, if I summon this demon, it'll kill Dante. That's all he was thinking about. Virgil was on a plot for revenge. He didn't want to kill tons of fucking people. He just wanted to kill Dante.
And he should be blamed for it and should be, you know, held accountable. Now, always just forget it.
Yeah, he should be held accountable, which is why he's taking responsibility. He went down to the fucking underworld and he's cutting down the tree with Dante. So yeah, he is being held accountable, DSP. But you know what? Speaking of someone who should be held accountable, what about when you lied to the government, right? What about when you said you didn't have any non-farm animals and then you had a fucking cat that you revealed for $2,000? Yeah, funny how that works, huh?
We forgive it. Stupid.
Remember when the judge on your fucking your fucking court hearing, your bankruptcy hearing, was like, oh, do you have any like business expenses? And you named every fucking game console, even ones that you didn't play in any of your fucking content. And it's like, I mean, speaking of people who should be held accountable, DSP, I mean, I agree with you. Yeah, people should be held accountable for their crimes, you know? What about the fucking vest streak? You know, what about WWE champions? You know, I think it's a little irresponsible for a streamer to like harvest fucking SSI money from literally mentally disabled people and then just spend it irresponsibly on a fucking mobile game and max out fucking 14 credit cards and go into fucking bankruptcy, right? I think whoever does that should be held accountable. You know, I feel like anyone who does that, you guys get my fucking point.
All DLC for this game will be free, says Quinn.
My God, by the end of all of these, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. It's gonna be a trend, guys. We're gonna react to DSP again, and I'm just gonna be mad the next time.
Yeah, is that true? New Phase of Crazy says you'll be able to play as Virgil in the DLC. All right, so ladies.
Damn, even some fucking. Even some dude in DSP's chat predicted the Virgil DLC. That's insane.
Gentlemen, that is it for my Devil May Cry 5 playthrough. I would like to say thank you for joining me, whether you watched live on Twitch or whether you watched on demand on YouTube on DSP Gaming when you had a chance. I actually enjoyed the game at first. I'll be honest, I didn't. The first few hours were boring when I started.
I forgot this was before you transitioned to YouTube, so that rant I went on earlier about why they don't just leave the VODs up. Okay, yeah, in his case, it does make sense if he's streaming on Twitch. For some reason, I had modern DSP in mind, where he was kicked off of Twitch, which that in and of itself is like a funny escapade. I don't remember exactly how it happened. All I knew is like people reported his content, and then Twitch was like, "Yeah, you know what? It is weird that we have this guy who made like Jew jokes and like Nazi jokes and like said the N-word a couple times like on stream on our platform. Yeah, maybe we should kick him off."
Playing with Dante, the game picked up, and now I actually think the game's pretty outstanding, combat-wise in general. Really good. The plot.
Oh, it's interesting that you think that, because I could have swore some missions ago you were calling the game outdated and like it was from the early 2000s.
Nah, kind of cliche. You've seen it before. Like we were mentioning.
What the fuck do you mean kind of cliche? Yeah, it's not the greatest plot on earth, but like as far as like the story of like a Devil May Cry game, like it was pretty ambitious and it did a lot right. Like there's a lot of world building in this fucking game that just wasn't really like that much of a thing in the previous games, you know? I don't know.
Star Wars, Naruto, it's the same plot, you know?
What the fuck does this copy from Naruto? Like, I've never seen Naruto, but I know Naruto has, like, fucking, like, I don't know, Naruto turns into, like, a woman or some shit. Some stupid shit like that. I can't name a single thing that happens in this game that also happens in Naruto. And, I mean, if there is, then, I mean, it probably happens in a lot of other media, too. Just like Star Wars, there's a lot of media that's been like inspired by Star Wars. I don't think this game was necessarily was, but like when you create like a cult, like when you create like a popular IP like that has just really good fundamental like writing and storytelling and world building, yeah, a lot of people are gonna adopt some of that. Again, not necessarily saying DMC did, but like it's at the same time, it's like I don't know what you were expecting, man. It's like, not everything is a ripoff of Star Wars, okay? Just because they said he's your father, like, it's not... If they really wanted to rip off Star Wars, they would have had Nero hanging on a fucking pole, and then Virgil would have been the one to tell him, oh yeah, I'm your dad. But not even Virgil was aware. Dante had to fucking tell him he was Nero's... That Nero was his son. It's like, what the fuck, man?
But... overall, the game was neat. It's good that it exists. The graphics were absolutely outstanding. Some of the best motion capture.
Oh yeah, the graphics were outstanding. They were too outstanding that earlier in this fucking stream, you were like, the graphics were too good. I can't play the game properly. God.
And graphics I've seen in a modern game. Pretty entertaining. Short but sweet. You know, the game was what?
Jesus, this just made me really mad. I hate this.
Just over, I say, 11 hours, 11 and a half hours for me to beat it. I'm sure playing on the harder modes and trying to unlock all the secrets and everything will take much longer, but it's on par with exactly what you would expect from Devil May Cry, and if that's your cup of tea, thumbs up, right? I enjoyed it, even though I'm not a huge fan of Devil May Cry, so if you just like fun combat, you're probably going to enjoy the game as well. So there you are. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching my playthrough, Devil May Cry 5. Peace out.
Okay, this is the usual Outsider outro. Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody who was checking out the stream while it was going. You know, if you caught it live, that's cool. If you're watching it in VOD form, that's cool as well. You know, all of you guys who are stopping by, checking out the stream, it's very much appreciated. Again, just like the end of my RE1 stream, I kind of got really fucking angry by the end because that's typically what happens when I hear DSP talk. But it's all fair game. It's all standard. It's the standard schedule when it comes to DSP. It's going to be the case every other time we talk about DSP, most likely. But yeah, I have to say, besides me getting mad, there were some parts where like I was having so much goddamn fun doing this, and like there were two parts especially where I laughed my fucking ass off. First of all, the part where he said Mundus. I don't my god, the part where he says Mundus, and then the second part where it's like the entire like the entire like apex of the game, like the biggest critical moment of the game, the huge like holy shit moment in the game. He just goes it's like come on man, it's like it. Oh my god. So anyways, yeah, if he caught this live, I hope this was fun. It was definitely fun for me, that's for sure. Fucking hell, dude. I think I'm gonna end it here. I'll probably end the stream here. Let's go to the BRB screen. Whoops. Don't mind me just navigating my fucking stream deck like a moron. Yeah, we're just gonna go to the BRB screen. Let's see, is there any announcements I gotta make? Early October, I'm not gonna be able to do a stream. I believe that's October 6th. That's because I'm gonna be out of state. I'll probably say that next stream as well. But yeah, October 6th, there likely won't be a stream because I won't be home, so that'll be the reason why. As far as what the next stream is going to be, it might be Linkara. I was previewing the Linkara episode where he talked about Street Fighter. That Linkara, that Atop the Fourth Wall episode is kind of insane because he refused to use Google. I'm not even fucking joking you. I previewed it like I was talking about earlier. I previewed it ahead of time to see if it was even like worth commenting on. And like the part I skipped to was him being all like, well, who hosts these tournaments in the first place? And I'm like, oh my god, that moment I instantly knew it was worth reacting to. So yeah, that Linkara Street Fighter stream, that's gonna be a real doozy as well. I'm looking forward to looking at Linkara. We might look at Nostalgia Critic at some point because I know Nostalgia Critic has this weird like bidding episode. It came out at this like really poor time where like Capcom was not doing the best as a company, and like they did this entire like 30-minute skit where it's all like, oh, we're gonna bid for Capcom and we're gonna buy it, and then it ended up aging poorly because I mean look at Capcom now. So it's I don't know, it's like, hold on, let me close DMC5. I forgot I had that running this entire stream. Hopefully I didn't skip too many frames because I had this big ass game running in real time in the background of the stream, but it doesn't seem like we skipped anything. We have, what is that, like 3 million frames? No, not 3 million. 370,000 frames and not a single skip. We're doing pretty good. Anyways, yeah, if you're catching the tail end of this, I saw someone else join the stream, like right at the very tail end, while I was very angry. If you're catching the tail end of this, DVR is on. You're gonna be able to watch this in VOD form if you're interested. You know, once again, if you're watching this in VOD form, if you're coming at this later, and you got to this point, I mean, hell yeah, you survived. You survived a whole 3 hours and 40 minutes of DSP. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how I did it. I needed to drink like 4 different drinks to do it, but we did it, gamers. So you know, very very proud of all of my viewers who can somehow withstand this shit, because it really is a lot. Yeah, a lot of fucking insane moments in tonight's stream. This was definitely a lot better than my RE1 stream, I feel like. But yeah, once again, thanks for stopping by. Those of you who came live, those of you who were stopping by in VOD form, you know, hopefully this stream was a lot of fun. It definitely was for me. I got to sit down and eat pizza and drink alcohol, and that's enough to make me happy. So, yeah. Hopefully you like the soundboard. I totally forgot to play more sounds during the stream. I was just too preoccupied with like DSP fucking screaming and shit. But yeah, we got the soundboard going.
It was cock.
It was very cock. You know, I got some penis music. We'll probably play some penis music later, in a later stream. But yeah, we got the soundboard. If you guys saw it, we have the webcam now. I'm definitely gonna be trying to make that a regular thing. I'm gonna color correct it so it's a little more whiter instead of the weird orange warm tint that it was. Maybe turn down the saturation a bit because I noticed it was really oversaturated. I literally spent all night getting that webcam set up. You'd think it would be pretty simple to set up, but it wasn't. So I don't know. I'm just kind of delaying the inevitable. I don't think I'll be able to talk my ears off for like 40 minutes. So maybe this won't be like a 420 stream. Sadly, it's a sad day, gamers. Another Rain and Noodles stream that doesn't hit 4 hours and 20 minutes. But maybe that's a good thing because it was a DSP stream after all. Yeah, that's probably the end of it. Next stream we'll probably talk 𝐂𝐏𝐿 atop the fourth wall for Street Fighter, and then after that there's gonna be no stream because I'll be out of town. And yeah, we'll take it from there. Hopefully gonna do that DMC video about becoming a V main at some point. You know what? I was actually, since that stream happened, I was actually playing around with V, and I was figuring out some of what I was doing wrong with those combos, and now I'm a little more competent with it. So looking forward to that for sure. I'll probably do like another V tutorial, Epic Adam Driver tutorial. Probably do another one of those, and then maybe we'll make a video after that point. But yeah, it's that's been going swimmingly. I am scrapping this longer Street Fighter video I was working on. I'm probably going to replace it with a different Street Fighter video. I am still working on that RE2 video for those curious. But yeah, that's probably the end of it right there. We'll kind of see what happens following up. Once again, this was quite a fun stream to do. I'm kind of talking in circles now. I sound very much like Mr. Trump. So yeah. Rain and Noodles, the great Rain and Noodles, right? Yes, Rain and Noodles. We love Rain and Noodles. You know, he was talking about DarkSydePhil. DarkSydePhil, yes, we love it. We love DarkSydePhil. That's right. Anyways, that was a terrible fucking impression. I'll probably end it here. Now I'm a little embarrassed. All right, guys. Anyways, thanks for checking me out, everybody. Let's go ahead and let's get this bitch ending, man. Let's see. Where's my ending? Here it is. I forgot I muted the music on this because it caused fucking problems. I'll talk a tiny bit more. Yeah. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Stream is ending, so I guess fuck off.